Welcome once more to the show. It's time for the next act to begin. Of course, our players have taken the stage once more. Now that they have found an enemy, all of them, wrong all of them, well, the great Crime Lord must fall to darkness. As the storm rises, will their victory be sweet, filled with need to fulfill vengeance, justice? The question that was asked before. Will fulfill it, whatever it is, in their souls. Join us as our actors once more. Take the stage. Welcome to the Crimson Queen! The show must go on. Joining me, of course, is my cast of characters here. And if you missed last time, where are you been? You should go watch the first episode. You can probably find the VOD still up on this channel or up on YouTube. You know, there's great places to see it. Cough, cough, go check it on our YouTube channel. Cough, cough.
And the
You can do it
introduction.
now and watch it later.
Nice book.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so what happened was everybody got a harrowing card that called them forth to a fortune teller's house. The fortune teller basically informed all of them that their joint enemy, Eodred Lamm, one who's wronged all the characters, his location. She gave it to him. And our group set forth to bring, again, that combo, justice, revenge, whatever you want to call it, to Eodred. So now they have, as of this point in time, freed, sort of, his orphan servants, captives, his lambs. Thank you. And then they've also defeated his three lieutenants, you could say. His three associates who are also here. Yargan Balco is dead.
Good.
He died horribly. Hookshanks Grueler has been captured. He surrendered once he was in bad shape. And Giggles may or may not be dead. He was certainly left for dead.
I made him bleed a bit. I don't know. He could be dying.
Mm-hmm. He could be dying.
And the doggo is very much alive.
Well,
The doggo has been ignored because you know it's in that. You know what room it's in, and you just haven't opened the door. You know there's a dog in
I'm
here.
gonna come back for that dog and force feed it a sock.
It's like an old angry dog that people were like, if you misbehave, the dog will eat you or something like that.
Let's have him play fetch, and he ends up in the water with the shark.
Yeah, I'm gonna light the dog on fire.
Look, okay. After we level up, I'll put a point into his animal handling. and then we will
Let the
see
dog starve.
whether we need to light it on fire or keep it.
Let the dog starve. It is,
I'll send this back over here.
look, in the real world, when dogs bite people, we have to put them down, okay? That dog has munched a lot of dead bodies.
Well,
And a live
I
body.
guess it's getting lit on fire.
It is, it's gone.
So you are in this room. Let me just do this because he's very dead, and he can be that. And you know what? Let's do that too. Just symbolize that he's definitely
very, very dead.
That is dead.
He probably you kind of hammered him in such a way that his neck is bent in a very
This
unnatural way.
Man took 16 hammer damage.
Yes. It dropped him not only to negatives, it dropped him to instant death in negatives.
Good. He's an asshole.
What can I say? It was hammer time.
Effective.
Hammer time.
So, you are, as we left off, you had been within the office that, because I gotta remember his name, Yargren was using. Which I'm just gonna move some out of the way. It's A6. Okay, thank you. I just have to remember what it was.
Sure.
Yeah, you had looked around the area, found basically they've got paperwork here that would be used if some guards showed up to make this place look actually like a usable place. I mean, like, unless someone speaks up, they're not going to question children working in the factory, unfortunately.
Yeah, like child labor was fine.
Yeah, there really isn't laws against that at this point.
Ethics is kind of, ethics is optional, actually.
You're also in Korvosa, which tends to not be the most good of cities. I mean, it's technically lawful neutral.
Yeah, it's neutral, technically,
It's a hard knock.
Doesn't mean good.
No, it doesn't.
No. But,
And it's
Seems
within the
lawful.
laws to allow children to work.
yeah, they have no reason to change those laws.
So,
Alright, what are you doing?
I think this door is unlocked, right? So I guess
No, that
Yeah,
door
both-
was locked.
We have the
but
key
you
to it.
have,
that we
you have
we
a key.
unlocked with the key.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, the keys were on the body.
Yeah, there was 2 keys. You got both.
so we have a boat to head towards.
Mhm.
How's everyone's looking wound-wise?
Completely fine.
I'm the
Completely
only one
fine.
who's taken any damage, and I've taken 3 damage. I technically
Here,
took 5 and then healed 2.
I think I can treat wounds. Since we have 10 minutes or whatever, it's a standard action.
Probably have
Is
10 minutes.
Treat deadly wounds is provide first aid. Let me just
Yeah, we definitely.
Uh,
I feel like we don't have that time.
No, okay.
I feel
Well,
like we don't
why
First
have-
we've
aid
been-
is for unconscious people.
I think
I'm
while we
taking
were
a-
searching the room.
There was a scream and a dog barking. I do not think it is a good idea to continue to. Actually, how
yeah,
long
I
did it
can't. I
take?
can't
You
do it
said,
anyway.
You said 10 minutes, right?
It takes an hour. Yeah, I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was
the
thinking
actual
of-
ones that can actually like help with wound,
Yeah.
like healing and stuff takes an hour.
I got it mixed up because one of my feats lets me do it as like a minute or a standard action or something. I don't have that yet. That's later.
Yep.
Okay.
So
The later you.
That's
yeah,
fine.
we don't have an hour, so I don't think I should do.
We definitely do not have an hour to kill.
No.
So
So you can head for outside onto the pillory that kind of supports everything here. The boardwalk, it clings to the side of the fishery. It's got barnacle-encrusted pilings. You can tell that certainly this place has aged badly, as a lot of the thickness and areas have worn away, especially, down towards the water line, which is 12 feet below you.
I doubt safety has been a concern.
No. Certainly this area probably, if you take your time, you're probably not too bad, but like with it's kind of slick, it's kind of messed up. It's very easy to tell. I would not recommend running or being very quick on this area.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't plan on falling to my death.
Well, you know that shark
Feet.
infested water.
Can we like look over and see the shark?
Is one shark really an infestation?
You cannot see the shark. It has gotten kind of, it's, as I said, it was evening kind of when you came here, so it's getting dark now. And certainly it's very cloudy out, so you're not even getting much moonlight. So there is still some light from the city, as there are some like torches and stuff, and like lamps they light
The
around.
perfect night for vengeance.
And there is plenty of things that are like along the river that are still providing barely enough light. And again, the sun hasn't quite gone all the way down, but all of you can notice as you're kind of moving over towards the docks, it does sound like there's kind of like a bit of a rumbling in the distance, as if maybe a storm is coming.
Dramatic.
mhm.
I will say in character.
You can arrive at the ship, which has its name almost completely gone, but enough of it can be read for it to be called the Kraken's Fall. The ship is rotten. It certainly cannot sail at this point in time. It's ancient, barely intact. There's huge holes in the hull. There's seaweed barnacles, bird crap just all together that seems like this combination of things. It's like gluing parts of it together. And there are like layers of old rope that both are lashing the ship to the pilings and the docks that you're on, and also seemingly keeping the ship together. And it's sort of like strapped in between both this boardwalk and the fishery itself to kind of give everything support. So, there is a wood door that leads into the aft cabin with a crude painting of a red fish on the surface.
I'll open the door and walk in.
You do know that the way down is in the room there. Yeah. You kind of get a wall of musty air as you kind of open it, and you can see that this room is filled with a lot of cobwebs, all kinds of places. Hanging from walls, mounted blankets, cushions, with straw all over the floor. You can kind of, there's a staircase that leads to the hold, and you can occasionally see these kind of very large, menacing-looking spiders and webs kind of crawling around, almost darting out of sight as you're kind of moving in there. Best not disturb you.
I walk quietly, or as quietly as the creaky floorboards allow.
Mm-hmm. What kind of light do people have in this place? This is getting dark in here.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
I
have dark vision as well.
I have low light vision.
I also have low light vision.
But we still need light to see.
You have low light vision. You might be okay in this area, but you probably would not be in the hold.
Oh right, I actually have a lamp.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'll be right back,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. So, you can head down to the hold because you were informed by your captive, Hookshanks, that there was a secret entrance in the hold down below, where you can enter into the lower docks and head into where Gadrin is at. The hold is very mildewy. Certainly, probably this thing is like a second away from springing a leak that would just sink it to the bottom kind of thing, you know. There are some crates, barrels, old containers that are all stacked in here. Dust and grime covering the floor. There is actually some, like, water from the river in here in puddles. Probably from leaks that have been at least patched up enough to keep this thing going. And, functioning as a secret entrance to where, the boss of the place is. He keeps it just good enough.
What a monster.
Mm-hmm. There are some more, massive spiders and webs in this area, so another area that you just have to kind of avoid them.
I think he would have died from
Man, I
the
wonder
must.
if the secret is marked by this S.
I know, right? I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Where could
It
the
is.
secret wall be?
You found all the information out. Like, you were told where it was.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about these maps is, like, you
don't
can't
have a
hide
cheat.
that letter anywhere.
There are copies of the maps that don't have numbers and stuff on them, but for this one, I was playing it by ear because there's not really a lot in the lower hold anyway. And then you and I probably could have hidden the S decently if I wanted to. But you found all the information out by capturing Hookshanks, so it's just easy to be like, what?
Yeah, true.
So is this the wall?
Yes.
I believe so.
wow.
If any of you have survival, you might be able to notice there's some faint tracks that also lead to that. But you already know where the door is.
I don't have survival.
I might have survival.
Not a survivalist.
Do have survival.
I have survival.
I'll roll it
skill.
You would have noticed the tracks, which would have thing is, probably when you came in here, you knew kind of you were looking for a door, but you also noticed these tracks which led directly to the area, so you're like, that's where it's at, So it's sort of like, it's there, now you can successfully just point it out, like, 1 second in, because you noticed tracks, most likely of Gadrin, leading to the door. In the filth and muck and crap that's in the bottom of this hole. Musty hole.
He could be his gator.
No, gators don't wear shoes.
You sure?
Are you sure? Maybe this one
Usually.
does.
Yeah, don't touch this gator fruit.
This one's a
Not
fucking-
humanoid shaped shoes.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not a gator folk?
I think you're just being racist, Tantus.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Look, they have
it's wearing
special
specially made shoes to leave human footprints.
Is opening the secret door obvious, or is it like?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna
it-
say if it was
yeah.
less than obvious, I would just break it down.
you can just actually kind of like push on it and it opens. Like
Got it.
it's designed well enough for someone to get through, but again, like it's another thing that just marks that like if a bad storm hits or like the ship goes under just a little bit, this entire thing is not structurally sound and probably would sink the rest of this entire thing very quickly.
I feel like this
But
whole
again-
building is not structurally sound.
No, it isn't. You
It's
can
made
see
as
the-
cheap as possible.
And it's
Well-
old and not well maintained.
It's not even necessarily it was made that cheaply. It's just he doesn't do any maintenance.
No, it's an abandoned building that he. Well, yeah, that's true. That he took over. Basically, he does enough maintenance to survive, and then just ignores the rest. Anyway,
With a lantern, can I see the shark?
give me a perception check.
I
Okay.
refuse to look at the shark.
I'd look at the water.
The
Actually,
shark's
I'm
not real.
Yeah, sharks aren't real.
Sharks are fake news.
We're also. Or were we told there was one in the water, or was it just
Yes.
like?
We were.
We were told there was a shark. Yeah.
So Ada, yes, you see for a second a shape beneath the surface, but then it goes deep enough that you cannot see it.
Okay.
So there is something swimming around in there. I can call it like a shape of a big shape. There's like no like size category associated with it. There was just something in the water that was pretty like big in the
Not
water.
a child.
Yes. Under here, though, the area under the fishery, there's like only about 3 feet of room between the basically eastern side of the building, where the lower area where the kids were making chum, and the ship that you're at. So this is a tight area that you're actually in, kind of passing between them. It only kind of shows like right in this. It doesn't display it very well right here, but like this area here is very thin, and it opens up a little bit more over here.
Okay.
And these are just the pylons that are holding up the building.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, at least there's a shark. That means our friend Hookshanks was telling the truth up till this point.
Please don't call that vile creature a friend again.
Very well.
So what you're on is actually not a proper part of the pilings normally. It's basically a kind of wooden walkway that's been kind of put together and strung together with ropes and chains and moss and stuff that are floating between the pilings, and that's keeping them in place. They basically be chained in here. So,
Okay, so
it-
just rope to the pylon.
You're
got
just
a
kind of
rope,
on-
run a rope bridge.
yeah, you're on a rope bridge that's really that's floating on the water. So it does feel kind of weird,
Kind of
definitely.
terrible.
I
Yeah.
really hope this can support us. I don't want to go for a swim.
I can't swim.
I say nothing.
So, going around the corner, you can see that the door there is a 2.5-foot square door. It's
Ugh.
very tiny.
It's a halfling door.
Kind of
I don't know how I'm going to fit in that.
You have to crawl in.
Yeah, I have wings. I'm very curious about that. Like, I can see how you could fit in. You could walk. You could crawl in. I've
There
got
was a
wings.
hole
Yeah,
up top.
the
that let
the
down.
hulking 6'8" guy, and I was just like, I can
You
see
can
ways
always-
through that.
Well,
I'm
you can
pretty
always
much like,
fly down.
You could always
there,
use,
too.
you could always tie a rope up here, climb down, and then swing across if you want.
Or the person who likes to just fly.
problem
through
is
the hole,
over
you know?
here. Problem is the spot over there leads into here.
Briny.
So
Yeah, it does. So it doesn't really help.
yeah. So there actually isn't a spot they can get in here. Anyway,
Well, you could dive and pop up.
oh,
I
that's
think
true.
we could all fit through the door.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think we can squeeze. Everyone can squeeze. And
I'll tell
stuff
you,
like
a medium
that.
creature can move through there, so all of you can move through there. But it takes
Yeah, I
an
know.
entire move action to go through there. I was just
Oh,
looking at it.
interesting.
But the door is locked.
We have
Here's the-
keys.
We have.
You
a
do have
little
keys.
I was gonna say, do one of the keys we have open.
I'll start trying keys.
The brass key indeed unlocks the door.
Makes sense.
You can push the door in, and it would swing into the building if you wish to. And
Everybody ready? Is
I
everybody
just
ready?
give you a look.
I nod.
Yeah, sure. I assume the position of crawling.
Also, since
Oh my.
you all have more beef with him, I would like to know ahead of time, alive or dead.
I doubt he'll make it out of this engagement.
I mean,
Preferably alive enough to speak for a little bit.
alive then dead?
Yes.
There is a chance he falls to my slumber, in which you all can surround him.
Well, the problem is okay. Full move action, and then
you can make a second move action. But I will describe this room, and he will start speaking as soon as you, especially you, open the door. So the air in this room is chilly and stinks of the river. Obviously, there's this large open area of the river. It's only about 3 feet below. You can see that there are several pilings emerging from the waters to support the that actually go for up there all the way up to the roof, 8 feet above you. And there's some ropes kind of strung between them. You can see that there are 2 places that mandibles are hanging from the ropes above the water. So you could kind of hang something above the water.
you mean manacles?
Did I say mandibles? Mandibles.
Yeah, you said mandibles.
I
You're
was
welcome.
very confused for a second.
The walls got mouths.
Yeah. There are 2 5-foot wide walkways that kind of are on either side of this hole across the chamber. And you can see there's some cabinets, lockboxes, clutter, all kind of on the other side. Chipped porcelain, cracked goblets, rusted silverware. There's a wooden shield with a crossbow bolt in it, a dinged helm. Stuff that's basically been heaped in such a way that looks like they're kind of almost displayed on the other side on cabinets. And all of it looks kind of junkish. But, and there's also a door in the corner down there. Anyway, as you open the door and take a step inside, let me go back over here and I can show off a good picture. This nice, very pleasant. Well, I can show off Shark first.
I don't think calling pleasant is the right word.
He isn't pleasant.
I think he's the most unpleasant of men.
And we'll show him again. We'll just switch to this as we speak for a moment. We'll go back to the map.
Okay, he does kind of have a cool, like, Gambeson jacket on.
Mhm.
It's not even that cool.
Yeah.
That's like pretty normal.
I mean, it is pretty slick. I can't wear it though. Spell failure check.
I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you, just looking at him, he is a jaundiced, bent corpse of a man.
I'm sorry.
Eyes are yellowed, skin is speckled from age. You can tell by the way he holds himself, his left leg has some kind of injury or like maybe damage from age. His skin is just kind of like aged, elderly, and he just has that kind of like gray gambeson over top of him. So he goes, well. Well, come on in, all of you. It's just you.
I was like, does it? Well, he said all of you, so yeah.
Or is it just you?
Oh, there are a few more behind me. You gonna move closer that way?
I look.
I'm
I
gonna
point at the
try to
door.
block off him trying to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of figured just where I was. If someone went the other way.
Do you want to go in, or should we stay out here?
Just go in. Why are you waiting?
I push you.
I stumble forward through the door.
We can't walk past each other. It's kind of narrow.
That's why I was asking.
I love like you could probably just hear this like coming outside through the door.
Don't move that far up. If you move that far up, things will happen. He wants you, like, if you, just enter into the door.
Let's, like, huddle around, like, here.
Yeah, like, this area here is kind of slick and difficult to move on. So, like, this area is very easy. So, like, huddling around there is fine. And then you can move. Because things will...
Would an armored person like to swap with some form of 7 hit point caster, or no?
Fine.
Well, this is a slick platform to move on. So, like, this is not...
it's like...
done.
I'll describe it when we get started.
Yeah. Just making it known, so it's not like people can freely walk on this.
Yeah, it would take, like, you probably would have to take a standard move not to be able to, be slipped or something. Don't run, basically. Double move.
Basically, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah, think of it that way, almost. Except it doesn't really drop your speed, it just would have a chance of slipping otherwise. I recognize 2 of you. Use the one that, scaly one that, was gonna be one of the pets. Got 1 already. I wanted 2. And you! What are you doing back here? Should have killed you when I had the chance. No. A beating wasn't enough for you. You ran away. So who are these? People you hired on? Maybe someone that, friends that came to help? Maybe someone else I wronged. I wronged a lot of people, turns out. Hey, if you were hired on, how about a little extra cash? I'll pay you just to slit the throats of you 2 old fellas there.
They are your
Call it a
doom.
day. Doom, you say?
Yes.
While you still have your tongue, may I ask where my brother is?
Would you like to know? I'll be nice enough. A little friendliness, if I will. Just because it'll make you feel worse. He's alive.
Blaring.
That one knew how to take orders. Take a beating, too. Unlike certain ones who cried and cried, especially when I crushed their little, trinkets. I kept you alive and off the streets. And what gratefulness did I get from you? You cried somewhat and ran away. Maybe that's just a little bit of bravery. A little bit of impressiveness, I should say. How about this instead? You betray them all and you can become my new right hand. You get sad about them children. You can figure out a better way to take care of as long as they do their jobs.
You are so very pathetic. A dying man's dying.
Maybe you can kill me, but I can tell you some things. Plenty of things that, maybe you want to know about. I know a lot about this city. It's dark history. Now, I got one question for you, though. How'd you find this place?
I regret saying to let him talk.
Just say fate led us. No one can hide from fate.
Who talked? Whose tongue do I got cut out once I've taken care of all?
Your own.
Wronged a lot of people. one of them pointed us.
He's
in the
wrong
right
half of Korvosa.
direction.
What? I got scaly kidnapping victim who decided not to be kidnapped, and a former child associate of myself's. What the heck did I do to the rest of it?
You killed my brother.
Oh, did I now? Did I slit his throat? Did I stab him? I haven't stabbed a man in some number of years, so that might be like when you're much younger?
I don't need to give you answers. You just need to pay.
Seems like you don't have really good reason to try to make me pay.
My
Seems like
question is,
Oh, you speaking up too now.
I shoot him a glare.
Well, you're gonna speak.
Why would you pin a murder on someone when everyone knows you're a dirty bastard?
Which one? Because I'm telling you, my boys killed plenty.
It doesn't matter at this point.
I gotta be honest, like, if you're blaming me for something more recently, I haven't gotten my pants personally dirty in some years. Look at me. I ain't got the, well, wherewithal to do much anymore.
And you think you can take us on?
Aye. I might be old, but these old bones know a thing or two. You're young, impetuous. Sure, you seem to take out my minions, alive or dead. Because if they're alive, when I'm done with you, they're gonna be wish they were dead.
Can we shut him up?
I believe our conversation is over. Prepare yourself.
Not giving us anything useful.
You gonna speak over there?
I take a step forward.
Okay, you're taking a step forward. All right, I
Yep.
gotta check something then.
Pulls out a string.
Just pulls out a
Halfway
gun and shoots you.
He pulls out a cannon. Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a C there, and I am a little worried that that's like a concealed trap or something.
It's a nuke.
It's a mini nuke from Fallout.
Yeah.
I need to pop out some shit.
It's a fireball centered on that single square.
Okay, I have to
5 foot sphere.
5 foot fireball.
5 foot fireball. A way to die.
Oh, okay.
It comes in airness in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Yep.
Press this button. All right. Bursting from the water and barely missing, like getting high enough up towards
Crocodile.
you.
That's wild. The
The
fucking crocodile. The
Boo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
lot
that-
bigger than I thought.
that's
it'd be.
a big boy.
Yeah, it's a croc.
Mm-hmm.
Crocodile. Crocodiles are big.
Now, Gobblegut! Don't eat them unless they need it. I guess you could roll initiative, because Gobblegut has entered the fray.
Okay.
Yeah,
Initiative is probably.
Damn it!
the
I
right
rolled
choice.
high.
Well, you might want to put the
let me
initiative
track
tracker out.
Yeah, the tracker's not in. Okay, the tracker's in.
No.
Perfectly.
Apparently, a crocodile or
average.
a alligator bursting out of the water caused me to lose my footing a little bit, and I'm now.
That seems
reacting
pretty fair.
slowly. Yeah, right.
I think that is genuinely
Layer.
fair.
You know, I usually don't react quickly when a giant crocodile jumps out of the water towards me.
while you're standing on slippery planks.
Well, we're going at the same, so
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, I go at the same time as Cobblegut.
Ivona, you are the first then to act out of everyone here.
Shit.
Okay, I want to point out that we got 2 18s, 2 13s, and 2 8s.
I should go in front of the crocodile. I have a higher deck.
What's your dex, just to make sure?
It's 14.
Then yes, you do have a higher dex.
I hope my dex is more than the old man's.
I'd be shocked if it was.
What's your dex?
18.
It is higher than the old man's.
Damn.
But he is technically old and has all the penalties for being old.
Does have all of the penalties of being an old man.
At one point, he had 20 decks, but not anymore.
Yeah.
He very well may have. He is much higher level than you, but has a lot of penalties to his stats for being old.
Alright.
I'm gonna play my.
I'm reading a spell. Okay. I point at the crocodile and can it make me a fortitude save, please?
Sure. Let me click on crocodile for this sheet. Get this down here.
Okay, so it does save. So we'll take half of this in strength damage. Or strength penalty, rather. D6 plus 1. So it takes 2 points of strength penalty.
Oh, because that D6 plus 1. Okay, so I'll just change it to.
But strength lowers a little bit.
Yes. I will have to.
Or a round.
Add it
For one round.
For one
Level
round?
1, baby.
For one whole round.
Okay, I will keep in mind he has that penalty.
Yeah, okay. Hold on, I have to make an attack roll first. It's a touch attack. I didn't set this up properly. Let me make the attack roll first. Oh, I don't remember how I do that on this.
Just roll your ranged. Just click ranged for now. And then...
Is that all it works off of?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
that'd
just your
be-
dex
that
plus
should-
tab.
That should
Yeah.
be most of it.
11. I missed in the spell. Misses probably, so none of that
Its
matters.
touch AC might be 11. It's
I don't know.
Let me see his touch AC for crocodile. 11 would indeed hit him.
Okay, so it still takes the 2.
And
Strong.
definitely right now he is like at the water surface. He's not he's bursting out to try to get you.
Can I move like past friends?
Yes, and as long as you don't make more than a single move action, you don't have to.
I'm gonna shimmy over to here. Get over here, Weasel.
The weasel escaped.
Corner, you fuck. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay, Tavel.
Hi. I will shoot an enemy.
Okay.
Which enemy? Probably the crocodile. At this second. And I will use my... Oh, where is it? Move action to steady my shot, so I have a +4.
Okay.
Nope. I
We'll
missed.
miss. Okay.
Wily crocodile.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up is Gadrin. He is going to take advantage of someone not acting first and still being flat-footed. This is a dick. And look for the person that, Lucia, you haven't acted first.
I've not acted.
There.
You're still flat-footed. Enjoy hand crossbow.
Well,
does
that
a
certainly
13
hits me for 1 damage.
I forgot to add in this, so I'll just roll this. You will also take an extra, because you're still flat-footed, 2.
That
so total-
hurts a lot.
Total of 3, as he will sneak you and then kind of snicker about it.
Like half my HP.
But then it's your turn.
Yeah. This crocodile, does it reach up to this?
It looks
platform?
as though it has to kind of jump out of the water a little bit to grab at it.
Right. So if I walked across, I would be fine.
Yeah, so you don't really incur attack of opportunity.
Great.
AKA, it has to make a swim check to kind of like leap out of the water. And grab you.
Great to know.
The crocodile.
I
It's
will
technically
walk.
an alligator with the crocodile stats. But... Go ahead and walk.
Yeah,
It's the
I
worst
will.
that could happen.
I'm considering my actions greatly, so I'll move 15 feet forwards. I can't break up my move. It's Pathfinder. I have to commit. I just have to commit. I'll commit. All right, I'm up here.
Okay.
And I make me a will save, Tantus, for Mr. Old Man.
I'm just gonna hit this D20 and see what it is. You rolled
Fuck.
18.
You keep succeeding on my DC 14 will saves.
You had a
You will
good
not-
chance of it, though.
Yeah, that's my turn, as
The
I hopefully
willful.
don't die.
I'm gonna hit this button here, see what it is. Hey, it's a 22.
It's a juicy target.
There's a juicy target here. What's your AC?
My AC
Flat-footed.
is.
No, it wouldn't be
My-
flat-footed.
I have not acted yet.
Yeah.
You have not acted yet. Yeah.
So it would be 14.
All right. It hits you.
Oh
So
gosh!
Nice.
you're down like this now. I'm gonna admit it kind of is gonna
You're
Grab
just
you.
dead.
and fall back towards the water.
How far down is that?
3 feet.
Oh, the water's only 3 feet down?
Yeah,
Okay. Not impossible. You fight with natural weapons.
it had to make a DC 20
can help with this.
swim check to kind of like get high enough out. So
May be able to fix this.
okay. Well, Ada,
I
you have been
I
grabbed
can
by
try to put the crocodile to sleep.
you are in an alligator's mouth and has been drug into the water.
I
I have to look up death roll. Don't mind me.
Yeah, it might fail its will save, so there's a chance.
I may or may not
Or-
need death roll, but I'll look it up just in case.
Nah, don't worry
First,
about it.
I need to look up.
How to cry?
I mean, that I know how to do.
Other classes to play?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That,
Actually, let me
character
roll
concepts?
something. He might not have
no.
grabbed you. I'm sorry, I
Really?
forgot.
That's why you always make 2 characters, baby.
Oh, he didn't grab
Oh.
you. Congratulations,
Hey.
you're not in the water.
That's
You get
great.
I forgot I had
And-
to make a grapple check, and what's your CMD?
I mean, my
Not
CMD
8.
is actually, yeah, my CMD is better than 8.
I know, but he gets a
10
bonus
plus
for grappling,
Oh,
so I
okay.
need to know.
My CMD is 16.
Okay, you're fine then. It's not an 8 bonus to grappling.
Yeah.
If he loses Dex to that,
I don't think.
I don't believe so.
I don't think you get really like
Yeah.
flat-footed for that kind of thing.
I don't think so either.
That's
I have
his
no
AC.
So
only.
okay, so you aren't drawn into the water, but it did take a big old chunk out of you. So you got like you've got this kind of like bite mark out of you, and you
Might have to live
kind of
here.
like you basically managed to like grab whatever little railing is here and hold on as it kind of bent and broke a little bit, because there isn't really much of a railing here. There's just kind of something sort of put in place to make it difficult, probably for the alligator to escape from the pool. So yeah. It might not hold up for another bite.
This is fine.
I mean, I won't hold up another bite either. Sorry, just need to see. Swift action. Good. Okay. Well, I now have 1 more armor. Not the. I'm also resistant to I don't know. Cold damage. Sure.
The water down there's pretty cold. Might come up. Probably not.
Yeah. And The problem is diagonals are still, like, attack, right?
Yes.
So I cannot 5-foot step away from this.
No. You'd have to take a move to get away from the spot.
Which is a... Wait, but he won't provoke attacks of opportunity.
No, he won't.
Yeah, sorry. I was, by the way, y'all might want to move. I'm getting out of here. Also...
I'll tell you that, like,
way we can go that
over here on these two sides is a little more difficult for Paladin to jump up. He's probably really good at jumping up on these two sides. Just to let you know. So those of you that are over here, if there's no one in the easy zone, he will probably try for you.
I have 7 hit points, dude.
He has to roll higher to get you over there.
7 hit points.
I mean, he'd probably go for the people that are closest. Actually, I think I have to roll a die. That's beside
Anyway, he's getting a taste of his own medicine and biting his face.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll hit him. Okay.
Oh, that's actually good damage.
Yeah, he'll take some damage. Pretty good. Alright, Yosef.
Okay.
As my
Now,
arm is
what I'm
probably,
trying
like,
to figure
the
out
skin on my arm is just like off.
Yeah.
Ripped
Since
off.
he's 3 feet down,
Mm-hmm.
then I would have to be adjacent to him to hit him with my reach weapon. Or no?
Yes. I think you would have to be, like, this square at very least to hit him. But you would not have to make a check.
Well, I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
I am going to rage.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
Oh,
my arms and weapon is now covered in acid.
nice.
Okay.
And let's try to bonk the hell out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Bonk that bitch. Nice.
We'll
No,
miss.
probably.
No, 9 will
Yeah.
miss. Avona.
Alright, I'm gonna move my full movement to here.
Okay.
I could probably see you.
There's some cover, but other than
I'm
that...
gonna... Hey, lizard lady, you are big now.
Yay!
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Bloop.
There's something a lot less from over here.
That is my,
Tavel.
Hi. I
Let me increase my damage.
greatly displeased by everything.
There's a lot of things happening right now.
And I guess I won't move.
Blast.
Use my move action to study. And we'll be firing at a at a crocodile.
Fair?
The man might be handled.
Yeah.
Crocodile is indeed hit by that. Take some damage. Gobblegut will take a bolt, an arrow to it. Arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tal was just like standing here, like just.
Well, Legion doesn't like necessarily being up in melee, but he can do some things about it. So he's gonna pull out a dagger.
Oh, shit. He's got a
and
knife.
He's got a knife.
He's got a shank.
He's gonna shank someone.
Guard your kidneys.
Guard
so
your liver.
he's going to subtract 2 to this attack. I'm just gonna note.
Dual wielding?
No. Does an 18 hit you? I guess.
It
Yeah.
actually does now that I'm large.
Okay.
Take 1.
You will take 1 damage, but it looks as though he is fighting defensive. He's using
It's a 1
combat.
non-lethal.
Is it actually non-lethal?
It is
Yeah, he rolled so low because of his strength.
He's not good in melee. But his AC is now a little higher, because he's fighting defensively. Or using combat expertise.
Why does it say? Yeah, well, should it be non-lethal? Because
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
if you roll below...
If you do 0
one.
damage, it's non-lethal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
you
I
really
didn't know
can't...
that the thing
yeah.
took care of that. Got it.
Yeah.
I
he
could do
does-
non-lethal damage if I punched someone, for example.
Look, he does, he may have a 5 strength now in this old age. Anyway, Lucia.
I point to the crocodile and I say, sleep.
Alright, let's see if that works.
Will save. He's taking a nap.
He's taking a nap for a turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it loses its turn.
Thank God.
Ada?
What's Mr. Lamm looking like?
He's taking a hit.
Make sure you increase your damage die on whatever attack you do.
I did. Well, fall attack. No, I'll just do normal.
As much as he's old, he does look to be having some skills. So he's like in a position where he's like holding the knife up. Let me see here.
You have entangled on your character?
What? Why do I?
Yeah.
Condition entangled has been
Oh, I
clicked for a reason.
clicked. Oh, sorry. I thought that was said enlarged.
No.
Sorry.
You have to
That's a
input
reading.
enlarge.
Enlarge doesn't really work as a macro.
Got it.
Mhm.
I can set one up for you in a minute.
Yeah.
Well then maybe I wasn't. Yeah, no, I know how to do it. I just thought it was already there.
No, they only
Because-
put in negative conditions by default.
Look,
or
I have
positive
dyslexia.
things have to be
Okay.
What is
You're
your
good.
bite damage?
Well, having it enlarged will be useful because when I hit level 4, when I rage, I'll get big.
So you should be dealing D8
Yeah, it
for
should be
damage
more.
dice.
No,
And-
D6s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're D4s, I think, normally.
D4s.
Yeah, they're basically force.
And they should be
Shifters.
plus. They should be plus 3 damage.
Yeah,
not
so
plus
that should be so add 1 to those.
Okay. So 4 and 5, 9.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. It's fine.
Stupid
Um,
brain.
both
Sorry,
Yeah,
I was just
no.
like, oh,
both
the worst.
will hit, because I assume...
Yeah, it's plus
Penalties
3
aren't
to those
as much.
attack rolls.
Yeah.
But, are we...
Or, sorry, plus 3 to those attack rolls.
There's a -2 there that shouldn't be in those. Remember.
Yeah,
But-
I'm.
And that
I
includes
made-
all the normal penalties for multi-attacking, right?
I did. So, they count as 2 natural attacks.
Uh-huh.
And they're both made at their full base attack bonus.
No, only one would.
No, both.
but-
Yes, both are.
5 shifter stuff?
Shifter might have a thing.
Yes.
Oh, shifter stuff. I'm not good at knowing what shifter does. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Also,
they're both.
do you have-
They're both made as primary natural attacks.
Okay,
Do you have one bad?
that's good to know. Okay.
Do you have one bad marked on your character because your melee attack is only plus 2, which it should be plus 3 if you're 14.
Say that again.
Check in configuration for your class. Do you have one bab written down there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's weird. Your melee is only plus 2.
Okay. I just good to
It's
know.
Well, again, it's because I clicked the entangle thing, so that messed that up.
Oh, entangle doesn't lower your strength.
Okay. See, yeah, I'm
It
just
lowers
making
your
sure.
attack though.
I'm making sure about shifters because I don't know, and it's like giving you 2 primary natural attacks. That's fine then. I just need to know that kind of stuff, and I'm not.
Yep.
So okay,
Yeah.
you were fine. You hit then by even much. You rolled an 18 and 17. So
Mhm.
Good rolls. Khandes.
I'll set up that
What do you
macro
wanna
so I
do?
can-
Well, I'm gonna whack the prone.
You can coup de grace. It's unconscious.
You could
Okay.
have draw that gator.
Oh my god. No, it woke up at the end of its turn.
Wouldn't it be at your turn that it would wake up? 'Cause it's an entire
It hasn't had a
maybe.
turn. It hasn't had a turn yet.
I guess so,
it
yeah.
had its turn,
Yeah.
but I would believe it would be at like
It-
for the
it-
purposes of this, it would be when your
Is
turn
then my
comes
turn?
around.
I believe
Yeah.
that's what it went.
Because
Great.
the countdown started on your turn.
Okay,
Sounds
so then I will coup de
great.
grace it.
Yeah, roll
Oh,
critical damage. You go full round. We'll go what?
I shouldn't be enlarged.
You're not humanoid.
You'd...
Well, I'll just mark the spell slot back then.
Uh-huh.
I've done nothing on that turn.
You could have enlarged the other guy.
Nope. He'd fall in the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like, I knew that'd be a problem coming into this, but I forgot, yeah. I know we talked about it last time, and we're like, yeah.
I guess roll another D12, is it, that you do?
Yeah.
Because you rolled an 11 plus 5. So rolled another D12 plus 9 plus another 5. I mean, it's dead.
It gets a fort save, right? Unless
you dealt it. That's 22 plus another 14 is 36. Let me see what. Okay, so its current hit points plus its constitution is 35. So it's very dead.
Good, huge.
You kind of just put it to sleep, and as it's kind of like slumping into the water, you bring your hammer down right onto its head and just crack into it with a sickening kind of crack.
Crack and acid.
Yeah, that kind of. Well, yeah, it doesn't critical, but you know, it's just like
yeah.
But it kind of like cracks into it. You smash into its skull. It sinks below the water. Gobblegut is dead.
Hey.
Good job.
Hey, how did he critical?
Coup de grace.
Because it was unconscious.
The coup de grace is an auto critical, right?
It was helpless because it was asleep.
It was napping, bro. He was taking a
What do you want to do now? There's a water filled with dead crocodile.
I mean, I guess I'll do something else, having lost a turn entirely.
Do your other. What would you have done the turn before that?
I would have just tried to light him on fire with my flame jet. So can you please make me a reflex save?
Sure.
He saves, nothing happens.
Okay, so you going to try that again, or will you do something else this turn?
I don't really have anything else.
Days? Oh, he might have more hit dice.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't have hit dice. Let me mark off one of my per days for this ability. Because I mean, there's no one I can enlarge, and that's what my one spell slot is prepped for.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Completely forgot.
I guess I'll try again. Make him another fort save or reflex save, please.
Sure.
Alright, he will take this damage then. Where did I set it up here? 2 fire damage.
Sure. Just check this. Oh no, he'll take the full damage.
Oh, sorry. Reflex half.
Well, the first one he would have made the save for.
So
he's part rogue.
He's also on fire now, by the way.
So he would have taken 2 damage and be on fire. Gotcha.
He would also take the damage from the first one because the reflex is half. So let me roll another damage.
His evasion.
His evasion.
Oh, his evasion. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the first one he would have avoided.
I didn't hear. I apologize.
So
anyways,
no,
he's on fire.
Yeah. So yes. Okay. Tavel. Croc's dead.
Move down here.
Crocodile's dead. There's an old man who's been literally lit on fire.
Yeah.
You're burning up.
Mm-hmm.
Move here. And I just point my bow at the dude, and I'm like, "We have you," but I don't actually do anything, and that's my turn.
Okay. Well,
he's on fire. It's a full round action to put himself out.
Yeah.
It would be.
You could jump in the water.
He is going to try to jump in the water. I'm going to be honest.
He's gonna die to this shark.
I
guess
I feel like it's a much bigger meal for the shark.
Yeah.
He is just going to jump into the water
AOP.
over here. He will provoke an AOP from you.
Wait.
Claw him.
I will.
Fight him. Or whatever. Okay. That will hit. And he will do 4 damage. Let's see here. Okay, oh boy. I'm gonna check something here. Well,
dagger.
I did not enter this because I did not know I needed to enter this, so we'll just,
He didn't enter the jigsaw.
Swim speed?
No, I didn't enter his swim check.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well... God.
I think he starts drowning.
He might be starting to drown.
Depending on the calmness of the water, but you have to fail by 5 or more.
Yeah.
If it's calm, it's a DC 10. So, and he has to fail by 5 or more.
I think he's not drowning, but he's not making any progress. He's just kind of poorly treading water at the surface.
Yeah. That is definitely what it is.
Yeah.
He might start
he's no
drowning.
longer on fire.
Good for him, I guess.
He's not in a better position.
No, he's in a worse position, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you did light the man on fire.
Yeah.
That's probably more of a panic move.
Yeah.
The old adventurer.
Lucia.
Yeah. Well, luckily for us, shadows still cast underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So, make me a will save. DC 15.
Okay. You make it.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Ada.
Okay. I'll actually kind of step forward and basically look over and say, care to tell me where my brother is now?
Mm-hmm. Fuck you. Khandes.
Well, that was I would, if he did that, I'd chuck my spear at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll your spear chucking attack.
I need to change this to range.
Mm-hmm.
Attack range. Or wait, is there a different one for range? Actually, wait, no. Is it?
You could just hit the ranged attack button because there should be a ranged attack button on the sheet, and that should just be the base attack. If you don't get any other penalties or bonuses,
well, it's like anyway.
The spear hits the water and is sinking down into the.
It's gone forever now.
I mean, you could probably go get it. Ivona.
No, Khandes.
Oh, yeah. Khandes. I'm sorry, I skipped it because we were.
Yeah. It's hammer time.
Okay.
Hammer time.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, I lost a 1 GP spear. How horrible.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You will miss him.
30. I have 30.
He's swimming, so he should be
he
losing
might
his
have
dex bonus.
He might have,
I
the
don't
thing
know.
is,
I feel like he
he's
should
technically losing his dex bonus, but because of the way that the railings are, there was cover between both sides. Because that was what
just moved. Oh no,
Yeah.
I guess that wouldn't have been a reach enough.
That makes sense, yeah.
It basically, effectively, the penalty he had for losing his dex bonus is the same that he gained to it, so it was barely this.
Yeah.
But Ivona, he's still there.
I pull out that wand, and I throw acid at this guy.
Okay.
You need an attack roll there. Yeah.
Didn't roll the debt. Yeah, I guess just didn't set up the attack roll.
Oh.
Fix
Click
that
ranged
really
again.
fast.
Yeah.
It is a ranged touch attack. That should be set up now.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
That will miss him.
Well, that's my turn.
Tavel.
We're rolling so well tonight.
Just gonna escape.
There's nowhere for him to escape.
It's very hard for him too.
Over here.
Uh-huh.
And is there any way to pull him back up from the water? I don't want him to escape via water.
Do you have a grappling hook or something?
No.
You could probably crawl off the side and attempt to grapple him.
You know what? I'll pull out my longsword and just hold... No, I just hold my longsword out. He can grab it if he wants.
Uh-huh.
I think he's gonna grab your sharp, slicing
Exactly.
weapon.
Anyway, I'm gonna roll this here. Hey, it's a 10!
He makes it. He can move half his speed.
Yeah, okay.
As
There
a
you
full
go.
round action.
I'm not going to attack him.
Yeah, that's half his speed. He has a speed of 15.
And he
He's triple.
provokes.
Yeah.
That's his whole turn.
Oh.
He made it one tile.
Well, he got hit, and, there's a dead body in the water now.
He's an
Anyway,
idiot.
I mean, technically speaking, he was trying to escape. There's not a very easy... The area here is actually cut off, and there was a, unbeknownst to you, I'm just gonna say, there's actually a hidden skiff down here in the water, that he was trying to get to. He's got a couple of them around the area.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, reach.
What? Okay, I'm curious. What happens if he escapes?
I actually have stuff set up for that in the book. It tells me, by chance, if he can escape, there's 3 options I can take with him. But he would show up again. So. Oh well. Aiden Lamb is dead.
Who wants to haul his body back up here?
I jump into the water.
Oh, okay. I was gonna give him, but sure.
You probably
you could
should
just
go in together.
You could probably fly over the water.
I mean, the reason I jumped in is because I can fly out.
Yeah. There's not a lot of room in here. There's some.
Yeah. It's like, see, that's the thing is, I can fly out. There is a check for taking off vertically.
Yeah. What type of fly speed do you have? What's the maneuverability?
Average.
Are you sure? It should say it on the thing.
It's so I traded out my dark vision,
Okay, that makes
plus
sense.
some other stuff, and plus my tail attack for better maneuver. It's one of the options.
Okay, yeah. No, it's just because average is really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you give up a lot of stuff to get average instead of sucky flight.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
Hey, you will retrieve his body.
Or I'll hand him up and then I'll jump out.
Yeah, I'll grab him.
I'll be nice and say he dropped his dagger when he was jumping into the water. If you want his,
that makes sense, to be honest. You're panicking.
How dead is this guy?
Very dead.
I grabbed the dagger. I'll just pick it up. It's a pointy weapon. Is that door locked? I guess. Ivona.
Check the door, I guess.
Okay. Let me tell you. Can all of you give me perception checks? I just need to check something. I put this in the chat.
I mean, I can roll it. Yeah. I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
I don't get perception.
Perception.
Ooh, 24.
Ada, the rumbling outside of storms is getting much worse. So you're hearing a lot of rumbling and stuff in the distance.
Probably want to get out of here soon.
Well, I mean, it should be able to hold. It should be able to hold up to a storm.
Let me just check here about that door.
Although perhaps we might want to get to the upper floor. The very.
So.
Well, he had two keys on him.
He did have 2 keys on him.
This is nothing compared to the firestorms of the Cinderland.
Are you just gonna leave him here, or are you gonna do something with him? I'm just asking.
I mean, I pulled his body up on.
Yeah, after grabbing stuff.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if no one grabs him, I'll sling him over my shoulder.
I'll grab him. I can carry him if you need me
I
to.
want to open this door.
Okay. I'm just checking if it's locked. I think it is not locked.
Okay.
So, it's a foul-smelling room that seems a combination of bedroom and study. A large bed with a lumpy mattress stands at the east wall, with a round table heaped with dirty plates and bread crusts, stained goblets, fruit rinds, and some cockroaches nearby. There's a strong box at the foot of the bed. It's got a slightly rusted lock that secures it.
Oh, wait, one question. While I was in the water, could I have picked up my spear?
Sure.
Or is it too deep?
I mean,
this is right on the coast. It's probably not that deep, right?
It's crocodile or alligator deep.
Crab's still your
a large. Yeah, I think the spear is gone. It's 1 gold. You get another one.
Yeah, I don't care either way. I'm just wondering if I could.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Crab's gonna show up later with a spear and stab you.
That's gonna be a shark. Shark with a spear.
Yeah, the jigsaw shark is gonna come back with a spear to avenge its crocodile friend.
Yeah,
there's some papers on top of the lockbox too. There's a dresser with moth-eaten clothes. And there also appears to be a wooden hat box surrounded by a cloud of flies atop the dresser.
Mm-hmm.
I let someone else search this room.
I'm gonna open the hat box.
I mean, I'll go in.
Okay.
Can you unblack the area?
Yeah, I can do that. Sorry. So thank you for that's that's hide area. I hit reveal.
Right.
Sometimes I love it when it does that. There we go.
I'm standing on a bed.
You are standing on a bed.
Good.
Anyway, the hat box has something.
It is a
Horrific.
trap.
It's very horrific and honestly shocking too, which is surprising. It's a severed head in here,
Alright.
but it's not any severed head. It's Solara's.
Your severed head.
No, it's Solara's severed head.
Solara.
She's
That's
the
the
lady.
fortune teller.
That's the person. That is the fortune teller. You are correct.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought that
poorly
was-
preserved and decorated with makeup in a crude attempt to give it a semblance of life.
My character is going to pause.
Was that his wife or something?
I'm gonna put the lid back on.
What did you find in there?
Something that doesn't get you ahead in the world.
You will notice that there is a
I'm going to
a
say
small wooden box in there under the stump of her neck.
I'm going to say our mutual benefit.
Okay.
I say.
I will pick the head up and take the box out.
Yeah.
I ask you to be less coy in your responses.
You can notice that he's got the severed head of the lady that.
That's just
anybody
out
wants
the
to-
door.
Anybody want to make a heal check?
Yeah, I'm very good at heals.
You go ahead. You can just do it very quickly.
Yeah, if you peek in, you can see.
This is
sticking
the head
out
of someone
the
that's
door.
been dead for weeks.
Yeah, but does it look like it has like makeup and stuff on it?
Yes.
Like it's been dressed up to look like Zalara, or
Yes, like dressed up to look like she did in life.
I think our benefactor might have been a ghost.
ghosts are intangible creatures.
None of you physically interacted with her.
Oh, you're about to just say ghosts aren't real.
No,
Oh, that's Badger believes that. Thank you very
ghosts
much.
are certainly real. I have I assume ghosts are like knowledge planes, right? Or are they religion?
Religion.
Religion. All right, I'm not very proficient with religion. That may be true, but she left out bread and wine.
Who said she left it out? We didn't see her do it.
It is very peculiar.
Agreed. Perhaps we can investigate it a bit later, but for now,
What's this box?
Opening it up, it's the very harrow deck that she had on her table.
Okay.
see, that's what I was wondering. I knew that was. I'm
gonna look and
so-
see if it's missing the card that I have.
Ooh, that's a good question.
It is not, but the card is no longer on your person.
We left him, didn't we?
No, I didn't leave by it.
No.
No, we didn't.
Does anyone else have their Harrow card?
Look around
No, I
the
do
corner
not.
and pat my pockets.
They're all gone from all of you.
No,
This
probably
is
lost it.
Do you mind if I see the hero deck?
For a
I'll
second, I thought
hand
you
it
were gonna
out.
say the head.
Do you want me to put the head back in the box?
Yes, I believe that would be best. Let's not disturb the dead too much.
I put the head back in the box and close the.
By the way, I should clarify. Anytime I activate my ability, my the one that gives me armor, it also gives me the scent ability. The scent
So you can
sense.
smell.
Yeah.
Well, all of this head nonsense is happening. Avona is just staring at this guy's corpse.
I look over the hero deck. Is there anything weird about the hero deck, or does it look pretty normal?
Got some probably blood stains on a couple of cards.
Okay, but it's a whole.
It's
Set.
the whole deck. Yes.
Okay.
You will note that the cards that have blood on them are the 5 cards that you each got.
Brain hurt.
Interesting.
Is there anything? Okay, is there anything else in
The
this
chest.
Oh, there is a bunch of stuff. There's a chest and what
Okay.
looks to be some kind of ledger on top of the chest.
Okay, did my 24 perception check get me any information?
The chest is locked. I'm
He
seeing
had
if there's
2
anything
keys on
else.
him.
He did have keys on him. You can notice that the ledger does seem to be a actual enclosed ledger. The problem is it is in some
code?
kind of code. Do any of you speak Varisian?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You could attempt to decipher it with a linguistic check, so it might take a few hours.
Oh, I am proficient with linguistics.
I'm taking the
Oh.
book, but if you ask, I will let you look it over.
I'll ask about the book, right? You just take out a book.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
What's in the book?
it's like a ledger of papers, basically. So it's
Does
kind of
the
like
rust-
a loose book.
What's
Rusty
the
key
ledger?
works, yes.
The
Does the
ledger
rusty
of-
key fit the lock?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
and I'll
you
say to Sal,
Lucia.
Lucia. It appears to be a book of papers and notes, although appears to be in some sort of cipher.
I may be able to decipher.
Very well. I will hand it to you when we get out.
Yes, I would not wish to carry much more. The dagger puts me almost encumbered.
I just got a question for everybody. What's everybody's knowledges? I'll start with Joe. Joe, what's your knowledges that you have?
Well, I'm trained in local and nature, but I get a -1 to both.
Okay. Sal?
I have knowledge arcana, history, nobility, and planes.
I also do have linguistics, by the way,
Yeah, I have
Lynn?
it as well.
but -1 again.
Lynn, what's your knowledges?
Engineering, geography, and nature.
Momo?
I'm a wizard. I have all of them.
Well, you have to
Okay.
you have to have a rank in them to be trained to roll above a 10.
Yeah.
So it's not just class skills; it's being trained.
Yeah, I don't have any currently. I will probably pick up nature, which is a class skill, and that'll probably be.
Okay, good to know. I just want to check something because something might come up here. Alright.
Yeah.
So, you will be able to open up the chest. The chest is filled with individual items which are wrapped in cloth and tied shut with twine. You can break each apart, and I can give a bit of information. I hope this copies correctly, because I'm going to try to put in chat.
Hand them out like presents.
Yeah.
By the way,
There-
I am already very glad I have a waterproof bag.
I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to describe everything that's... that was not copying that correctly. Thank you. Okay. So there is a cigar case inlaid with tiny bits of jade, a 2-pound gold ingot bearing the Chelix coat of arms, a miniature golden crown, a fist-sized scrimshaw carving of a kraken with garnet eyes, a silver wing bearing the inscription, "For Emma, the light in my nights," a highly realistic and highly scandalous ivory figures of 2 entwined succubi, a masterwork shuriken, an adamantine arrowhead, a masterwork dagger with a strange blade shape, looking almost like a key, bearing the inscription, for an inspiration of a father, an abalone shell holy symbol of Shaylin, a glass tube containing a dose of oil of keen edge, an obsidian wand of magic missiles, I'm just giving you what they are, for 23 charges, a crystalline vial containing a dose of silver sheen. The vial itself also has some value. Here it is in chat with its weird juxtapositions.
Yeah. I just made
a bejeweled brooch with a broken clasp. I want
That's a lot of gold.
anyone that sees the brooch to give me a knowledge nobility check.
Oh,
as you will recognize that this brooch, far beyond everything, is the most expensive thing here.
I rolled a
Lucia
5.
rolled enough, though, as I... Second here to...
I think I'm the only one if it trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My character's not even going to make an attempt. I am not from.
It's a circular gold brooch that depicts a house drake and an imp coiled around each other in almost yin-yang pattern. The pseudo dragon's eye is an amethyst, the imp's is an emerald. You recognize that this belongs to the queen of the entire city. You recall a story that had circulated with some of the nobility. Because even though you're outside of the nobility, you still know how to catch the ear of some of those things occasionally. And it's good to listen into things that are going on with the current nobles anyway. And you happen to overhear a storied rumor that seems proven now, that apparently a handmaiden was pickpocketed when trying to take this very item to a jeweler to repair the clasp on it.
Okay.
Maybe we should return it to the queen?
And
well, as
you
if we would ever get close to the queen.
Well, to the palace.
Potentially.
There might be a reward for it.
Would I know if there's a reward for this item, or is it just...
Could possibly. You haven't heard about it? Because again, like, it was... What you heard was more rumors. It's sort of like, probably the queen doesn't want to say, one of my people getting something repaired got pickpocketed. And honestly, also, it's unsure what kind of punishment maybe the handmaiden got for losing the item.
Yeah. I'm about to say, would I expect that if we return this, we're going to be accused as the stealers? Like, I feel like that's a very possible outcome.
Depends.
Gadrian Lamb's body?
The royal palace probably wouldn't want his body.
Yeah.
But
saying, like, we could...
if you would provide maybe evidence that, you know, he...
Well,
you've got...
There could
we
be
just
something
killed
in the
him.
ledger
Right.
about this.
There could be something in the ledger.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's hard to say. It would be highly unlikely for the queen just to say anything, because this thing here is probably worth a couple thousand gold at least.
Yeah.
So, if you were the thief, they might assume you would sell it rather than, like, maybe try to collect a reward or something. You know?
It would be a pretty simple persuasion check. Like,
yeah. It wouldn't take a lot, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that would be the better thing to do, because if you got caught trying to fence this...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the other stuff is probably either stolen and or from his victim.
Yeah.
And that's going to be harder to trace, but this...
Your check, basically, this is an unknown object that was like a specialty item made for the queen that was worn by her, hasn't been seen in a while, and honestly speaking, you know, most merchants probably have their ears to the nobles and might know about, you know, a little bit more about it being stolen, so might be, you know, definitely... And none of you have underworld connections, so I can kind of say, too.
No, I think not. So are you guys all in that room, I assume?
I assume we're out. The room's kind of small.
I mean, like...
I never went in the room. I've just been standing outside the door. Where'd I go?
Yeah, I might be passing...
into the room.
I assume we're out in this little common area, right?
So taking me away!
I mean,
I was going to put you outside the room! I assumed you said we're outside the room.
I'm not.
Yeah, where?
No.
Anyway,
I at least
this
taken
is
the
the
book gun over here.
And I'll just pick up the chest with everything in it and just bring it out.
Okay.
After it's unlocked, so we could probably be all looking over it together.
I had something hitting my arrow keys, which is taking my boy away from me.
I was wondering where you were going. You're just like off on the side.
I'll put it there, and we can all look around it in that little open spot. So we have a head and a box of treasure. A box of stolen treasure, most likely.
I think Momo wanted to do something while we were looking over stuff.
No, it's fine.
Is there anything on the cloths or wrapped around it?
No, they're just simple pieces of cloth, basically, to keep things sealed up.
Okay, but I didn't know if it might have like an initial or some kind of marking on it.
Yeah.
Stop flying away.
There's the brooch for people in chat to see.
Yeah, so what was Avona doing while we were all, like, digging around the little bedroom?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Where is his corpse in conjunction to this room?
I'm gonna guess,
probably
like, around, like, 8:30. Yeah, probably just brought it up, like, I would say, like, maybe, like, right here.
I assume I put it, like, right here when we brought it up.
Well, you're all in that area looking at garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably down here looking at garbage for a little bit.
Everybody's looking at garbage. 2
important questions.
Yeah.
1, how bloody is the corpse? Because he was hit with a hammer.
He was hit with a hammer. It not very. Like, he's kind of bleeding a little bit now. But like,
I did bite him like 3 times.
Yeah, he was bleeding a bunch, but like he then like kind of like got a lot of it like washed into the water, and honestly, you know, probably bled out very quickly from hammer, wound. So he's probably still bleeding a bunch, but like he's still bleeding, but not nearly as much as he was before.
Cool. Because I don't know what I am at all. I'm gonna roll a thing.
He would have bled out in the water a bunch too.
Well, he wasn't in there very long.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So I am gonna kneel down next to his corpse, pull out a knife and stab into the center of his chest. Multiple times. And then I will just leave the knife in his chest.
Okay.
And I will go sit down somewhere.
There's probably some seats there. When you bring out the chest, you can see that the body now has a knife in its chest, and Evonis is kind of like probably sitting on like a rickety chair that's over here, kind of next to some of the things, just kind of like probably staring at the body.
Was he not dead?
I say nothing.
Leave it alone. Khandes.
Just curious. Is there any cigars left in the cigar case?
I don't know if I would ever smoke anything that came out of that room, dude.
I agree.
Yeah. So I will start. I'll just do like a once over with the book.
Yeah. Again, it seems to be written in Varisian, but kind of coded. You would have to take time to actually like understand it.
Great. All right. Well, we should probably get out of here. Place sucks.
Agreed. We don't know how well this is going to weather a storm.
And we should probably return the brooch. of the Queen.
Well, let's just leave it all in the chest for now, and then we could deal with it when we get somewhere. Perhaps the dead lady's house?
That's what I was going to suggest, too.
That is as good of a place as any. If none mind, I will keep hold of this tarot deck.
At least that's fair. It'll at least give us a roof over our head in the meantime, and perhaps if she's still there, we can get some answers.
You can take the chest and begin to depart from the building. It doesn't take you long to head up through the old ship, through the Kraken's Folly. As you're getting out onto the docks around the Kraken's Folly, let me just see something here.
We gotta meet back with the kids.
There are also two people. There's also an unconscious person and a
a theoretically dead person and a theoretically not
tied
dead
up person.
One person is very dead, to be fair.
Yeah.
This guy is stable last we knew.
So, can I get a round of perceptions as you're walking through there?
That's a 7.
Okay. So I'll carry the chest. Khandes can carry the corpse.
There we go.
Okay.
Not bad rolls.
So,
not great.
Yes.
Tavel, as you're emerging from the ship, there's something weird. It takes you a minute to think about it, but you realize that the night sky shouldn't be this bright.
I look up.
It's just clouds. Light seems to be reflecting from somewhere in the city.
What are you looking at?
I turned to Ada and like, can you... Doesn't it seem weird? A storm was heading in, and it still looks like it's sunset. There's something from the city. Can you fly up and see if you can see anything?
Yes. I set down the chest and I take a little glide up to see what I can see from above.
I'll not have you roll a perception check.
Another one?
As you fly up into this... No, you don't have to roll one.
Okay.
As you fly up, you will be astounded by what to the others sound like thunder. But you can see off in the distance is a massive explosion in the city.
Oh, nice.
The city is on fire.
Okay.
What do you see up there? What was that noise?
Is there any, I'm not very familiar with, Varisian, with, Korvosa's, enemies. Is there anyone who might want to, attack the city?
Attack the city?
Can you be more descriptive?
There was a large explosion, and there's lots of fire.
Where does it? Because I assume this is pointed out now. Where does it look like that happened? Like district-wise.
My character does not know the city super well, so.
Like outside of Old Korvosa?
The explosion was within Old Korvosa.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, that's where we at, boys.
That is where we are.
But I don't think Ada would know anything about it. It just looks something went boom, you know.
Yeah.
So that's all that Ada knows. If there's more details to it, you don't know, unfortunately.
I think we should hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Should we deal with the
Gotta be count those innocent spot up in that.
We have to go get the children first. We can take them to my temple.
Again,
Sure, the children do come first.
Buttercut, or whatever his name is. What should we do with him?
Throw him in the water, let the shark get him. It's all the same to me.
Leave for now. We can deal with him later.
I would like to say at the mention of fire and explosion and fire, I would have started moving to return to my house to make sure my cool mom is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty reasonable. I'm gonna get the kids.
Alright.
I'll help you with the kids, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be like, so Khandes, should we return the items to the shop and then maybe come back for the tied up and the orc?
Well, that one's small. I might be able to carry both of them.
So, while they're discussing this, Vona, you are going to be the first one to encounter what is going on.
I assume the other three just ran off, and we're just like,
yeah,
we don't have anywhere better to be.
Yeah. Well, probably I would assume, Lucia, did you give them information of where the temple was?
Yeah, I give them the straight name. Whether they know where that is or not is.
I think Khandes might know. Khandes has been around Old Korvosa. Yeah. You might be able to. You'd probably be able to find out your way to where they're going to, where they're taking kids. So once you get out of the basically small dock areas, you can hear alarms, screams, clashes of steel, shrieks of terror, and more explosions.
Oh, nice.
The city is in chaos. Ivona, I guess you, Lucia, and Tavel, as you kind of have moved ahead, you get to see a group of the Sable Company, Hippogriff riders, swing overhead, heading through the city towards the castle. You know that's the direction of it. Mm-hmm. Until you see one kind of like just fall off the Hippogriff and careen into the streets kind of far ahead of you with this horrifying splatter. Right. As the Hippogriff then falls down.
Damn.
Tavel will do like the click his tongue angrily. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely keep moving to the tavern my mother owns.
Yeah. Lucia, I'm going to tell you, the kids have all ran away.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You will be able, although a lot of you will always be able to overhear from various voices some of the following things. The king is dead. Long live the queen. Hang the queen. The usurper must die.
Okay, that's, so, whoever took the throne is a woman.
You would know that, Eodred Arabasti II, the king of Korvosa, had been sick for a while.
Okay.
His young queen, who was very unpopular with everybody. Like, you have knowledge and nobility. You know that some years ago, the king was relatively unpopular. He married his queen, he became neutral, she became the ire of the city.
Mm.
Yeah. Queen Eliosa. She basically was like, would go out and party and spend money and stuff, you know, that kind of queen. So, they didn't have an heir. So she would take the throne if the queen died. And probably she's not really trusted to take the throne very well. She's very trophy wife-ish, you know?
Yeah, okay. I understand.
And she's in charge now. So that might explain some of the chaos that's going on.
Hell yeah, rioting.
Oh yeah, rioting in the streets.
Not that bitch.
Basically, the rumors had been going around the king was suffering from a disease that the priests were having trouble curing. Sarenrae and Abadar priests were trying their best. And I'll tell you, because again, you've got that, some say that even, like, people were trying to contact, like, Asmodean disciples to try to get their assistance in it. So...
Yeah, so who attacked the city then?
I assume this is rioting.
It's
yeah,
rioting.
Out of character, I totally assume it's rioting. My character just has no clue.
Great. Yeah, well, they're burning their own homes down.
Burning other people's homes down.
True.
While other people burn their homes down.
Yeah, true.
That's how it works.
Basically, there's a
faction war going on.
Woo.
I'm gonna tell you, the city has not been in great shape. Eodred II was very spendthrift and also basically had some pretty heavy like things in place to control like wages and merchants and stuff coming in. And should something like the ruler that is very legitimate die, and then everybody under that not really trust the person in charge, they might not do their jobs as well, which rapidly leads to, I don't know, people not getting things and rioting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So basically, like, it did not take long, and probably this was like, this could have been steaming in the background as you were meeting with the day of this day. You know, you do not know when the king exactly died, but everything started breaking down very rapidly. And by this time tonight, riots. So there are angry mobs throughout the streets.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess heading home, make sure my adoptive father's chilling.
Yeah.
Tavel's invited if Tavel wants to go.
I don't think Tavel would have a place to sleep tonight.
Well,
so
now you do.
You can sleep in a church.
I mean,
I guess I'm sleeping in the church.
There's a couple pews to lay in.
Yep.
My character's planning to sleep in a dead lady's house, so.
Mm-hmm.
So she can haunt you, bro. Watch out.
It's a little fucked up.
Yeah. Khandes, what's your plans?
Tavel's kind of broke at the moment.
Yep. So.
Khandes, you're muted, Joe, if you're talking.
Oh no!
Oh. Your mic's unplugged, replug.
Your space station.
Is that any better?
That's
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the world of the talking.
We're returning her head.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the idea.
That's
is we're
terrible,
bringing the
bro. Does she
No,
have a
like, really-
backyard at least?
She said to return the cards, which you actually are the one holding on to. Which sells.
So
yeah.
I'll do some. I'll kind of split. So there's 3 groups there. So I'm gonna kind of get these 3 groups, and we can see about what kind of putting.
Do we want to take our break real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's take our break before we do them. I wasn't.
Ooh, break time.
So if you snack, drink, breath, and break, go ahead and take them, and we'll come back to the chaos of the city. Hi, welcome back. So everybody technically leveled up on break. Technically. So there are 3 groups that are going on here. There's Ada and Khandes. Lucia's with Tavel, and Avona's on their own. So I'm going to start with the group that is the ones with a gnome on their shoulder. So he's going to be like, look, now, there seems to be a lot of stuff going on right now. Perhaps, just let me go and, we can forget all about this, you guys go your own ways. I never see you again. Look, I'm sorry about all the crap that happened and all the killing and the horrible things that happened to you, but I don't know crap. It seems like you took your revenge. Great. I'd like to get out of here before I start burning alive and whatever's going on out there.
What are your thoughts, Khandes?
I say we, at the very least, turn him to authorities.
That was my thought. But
I don't know if that's going to work at the moment.
agreed. That might have to wait till tomorrow morning.
So, which of you's gonna feed me?
What do you want to be fed to?
Ha 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 ha! Look, I helped you out, didn't you? Got your revenge?
Yes, we'll make sure you, get at least as well fed as the children.
There's at least some bread where we're going.
Hey now! I didn't starve any goddamn children, thank you very much. I'd have gotten a whip occasionally, and crocodiles in an alligator's jaws. But that wasn't my choice. I would have fed them to a dog, but I wasn't allowed to.
You're not making a better case.
Look, I'm just saying it would have been more efficient. And look, I didn't think kids was really great for their job, you know? There's plenty of other people that would do the jobs better. I guess it's free labor, and they're afraid of you.
Look, stay quiet. Don't annoy us. You'll get fed.
I'm more concerned about getting free because you're getting into areas that might get, like, stabbed. Look at all these people. You got a big old chest on your shoulder. One angry mob around the corner and they're going to shank you and take all your stuff.
Maybe don't announce it loudly then.
Well, you've got me tied up on your shoulder. I don't want to be tied up on a shoulder.
This is why you don't take prisoners.
I think
That's why you should
just gag him, bro. Just gag him.
Should just throw him in the water.
Look, man, he's small. You can just throw him against the wall and he'll stop talking real fast.
I'm just saying, let me go. I'm not your trouble anymore. I incidentally wronged you. The guy who directly wronged you is dead.
I don't know if all our companions would agree with that.
What about all the other people you've wronged?
Oh, there's plenty of those, but I mean, like, honestly speaking, what criminal in the underworld hasn't? You're gonna be bringers of justice to all of us now? You're gonna clean up old Korvosa?
I have someone to find first, but who knows? Could be a noble occupation.
Is there any room left in that chest?
Sadly, I don't think. No.
Probably not. No,
I'm just saying that out loud.
Oh. I'm more trouble than I'm worth. Just let me go. I did you all solid. I gave up. I ensured you got Lamm.
Who's on the other shoulder?
He's very dead next to me. Kind of stinks. There is still a knife in his chest.
Yeah.
So you do have a body over your shoulder. The knife is probably at least hidden slightly by on your shoulder or something, but you know.
I mean, I think we're trying to take the most serendipitous routes, through alleyways and stuff, to try to keep out of public view.
Yeah, I'm following Khandes. He probably knows this area a little bit better.
Yeah.
Probably not well enough to really be out of view, but there's a lot of chaos going on.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, also using that to the advantage.
I'm just saying, I'm not worth the trouble that you're kind of going through. The gods might not even take me. You got the big bad right there.
Look. Be quiet, or I'm going to gag you.
Look, we
will figure something out when we get to where we're going.
Well, look, you have the whole night to try and escape. If you succeed, then you succeed. Otherwise, we're taking you to the guards in the morning.
I don't think they're going to be busy. I don't think that's going to clear up by the morning. You see what shit's going on out there? I'm just saying, you're in it for the long haul if you want me with you.
Let's make a good point.
I think it's a very...
I'm unarmed. I don't got no weapons. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
I think at the very least, we should let Lucia decide.
When will she be back?
I don't know, but she seemed to know. She seemed to have a history with this one.
We can lock this stuff up and then maybe head over to where she was. Although that's more traversing the streets, right?
With a person tied up, yes. I think we did all agree that we'd probably meet back up at her place at some point.
Yes.
So I think we just get there, wait the night, keep the place from burning, and deal with everything in the morning.
That works for me.
At least it'll be a better roof than I normally get.
Mm-hmm.
So arriving back at Zalara's home, you can once again head into the door, but everything's different.
Ooh.
Is it
as
run
soon as
down?
you enter, yes, it looks as though this place has been abandoned for weeks. No signs of food, wall hangings, rugs, no sign of Zalara. The furniture's in pieces scattered throughout the rooms. There's thick layers of dust. And the only thing in here is a number of sets of footprints, which seem to be all of yours.
Yeah. Well, help me bar the door. We'll lock him in a closet. We'll go out and get food. And sound good to you?
Agreed.
Sure you just couldn't let me go?
Look, you can get some sleep and rest, or we can empty a chest and lock you in it. Your choice.
I gotta be honest, I don't take your threats very well. I'm in a life or death situation, and you threaten me to, throw me in a chest? Look, I'm getting tired of this shit. I help you guys out. If you're gonna be assholes, just kill me.
We're not... Our goal is not to kill you.
Really?
In fact, if rebels come knocking, we'll probably even protect you. Assuming...
Oh, great. I'm reassured.
Whatever. Just lock him in the closet. I throw a blanket in there with him.
I'll put a chair against it and just sit in it.
As you're kind of setting up and putting the closet away, and then probably the main room where you had all been moving around, kind of try to find a place to rest. Did you still? Who has a harrow deck?
So here's the thing.
I have a harrow deck.
Yeah. Lucia literally said she took the harrow deck.
Okay. You will hear a voice. Doesn't help you. You will hear a voice saying, "The deck."
What?
No, you don't hear it.
Oh.
Ada and Khandes, you will hear a voice saying, "The deck. We need the deck. You need it. You are in danger.
It will be here in the morning."
It'll be too late.
Oh, fuck.
Do we even know where Lucia went?
Yeah,
yes,
she did tell us.
Okay.
I'll be like, I can fly, I'll go get her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep an eye on the place.
Okay.
Knock 3 times so I know it's you.
Okay.
Lucia, Tavel, you will start heading towards Lucia's home, the shrine. The little place of worship that you
Chadali.
Chadali's place. As you're heading along, you will encounter an angry mob that seems to be blocking a large portion of the street, yelling some things. You can hear words like, "Die, dandy! Death to the false queen!" They seem to be surrounding a building. With torches, pitchforks, and stuff.
Great.
What kind of building?
A house. There isn't much.
Great.
It's part of like the crowded streets of Old Korvosa.
Are we able to just get like around them?
You could probably avoid them if you wanted to. But sense motive.
Yeah,
Sense motive?
That's a skill of mine now. I have a rank in it.
That.
You can at least roll. You might roll high. Well, I didn't, so you might. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Here we are. Great.
So you can't pick up anything like major from the crowd, but you can tell some of the basics. I'll give you this because you probably at least know some things, like have some intelligence. The crowd is very angry, and they have torches. And it's near a house that they, some of them look like they might want to, like, set fire to it, perhaps. A lot of buildings are close by here. It's probably a terrible idea. But the crowd is very upset.
I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna try to dissuade the crowd from burning the buildings here. Probably won't do anything.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try to dissuade the crowd, using logic of this is just gonna burn a bunch of poor people's houses.
But there's like a foul noble locked in there, coming in the side of town. We gotta get him. It's all his fault.
Okay, but if you burn the house, it's gonna be dozens and dozens of poor people on the streets without homes.
He won't get outside now and get properly beaten.
Wait him out. He can't escape.
Now we should burn him out. We got more nobles to burn out too.
Break the door in.
We tried that. It's pretty well barred.
You tried the back door or the windows?
It's
I
an
think
old
I just
abandoned
saw
house.
him leave.
Oh, what? Where?
Over there.
Make a bluff check, I guess. That's pretty damn good.
Hey,
get away over that way! Alright, I guess, I'm just gonna
Tavel just stares at you. It's like,
oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, they're like, some of them's like, oh yeah, I see him over there, quickly get him! The angry mob will go off, at a while. And we'll kind of disperse. That'll work. That'll disperse the mob. After a little bit, you'll hear a voice coming from the building. Oh, are they gone now? Is it safe to come out? I was just here buying a few things. Please. I have no idea what's going on.
Shut up. I walk over to him. Show yourself.
He's kind of like in the window. That's
I took the +1 dagger, so I pulled the dagger out and be quiet. I'm helping you.
a picture.
I do have a picture of this man. There you go.
Do I? He's a noble. Do I know him?
He is like probably a lesser super minor noble. Yeah, he's no one important. I've heard of his.
Yeah, I've never heard of his name.
Yeah, he was like, look, I'm sorry, but I was just here on some business and everything went crazy, and then they were attacking people and.
Okay, stop! I start cutting like his clothes to make it look poorer, like make it look ragged. Here, I take your jacket off and I give him like my cloak. Hide your face. Come with me. You will be fine. My temple will keep you safe till this blows over.
Thank you. Oh, I can't. He's actually gonna pause for a second, pull off a ring, and just give it to you. So, just take it. Just for saving my life. Look, I don't have much on me except this, and it's
no worries.
Not worth my life.
I didn't want to see more fire.
Unnecessary death is always worth preventing. Now, be quiet and keep your head down.
He'll shake his head. Alright. You will be able to travel and take him to your temple, which is relatively secured. It seems like, even with the mob mentality and a lot of the destruction and battles between itself, at very least there is a level of let's not attack houses of worship.
Let's not upset the actual gods that are real.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories saying not to do that.
They're angry not with the deities, they're angry with establishments and nobles and all that
and
other
people.
things.
Yeah,
and people. So,
hey, clerics can be corrupt, even if they serve a good god.
True, but your shrine's a Pondock shrine in the middle of nowhere, and probably really nice.
No one even knows my god's name. They
probably don't. They're just that religious place that's really nice to locals, you know?
He's a soup kitchen, okay?
He's basically a soup kitchen, so yeah, you're in pretty good shape, and it's a pretty neutral place. And probably there's actually a whole bunch of, like, random people, maybe, like, some homeless people, and or, like, other people whose houses have been threatened, that are, like, hiding and kind of, like, huddled around in various places in the small temple area. Of course, the father in charge will kind of come over and kind of actually give you, like, a hug and be like, oh, you're safe, thank all things right. The universe hasn't caused much trouble. I'm sorry. We can talk about what happened with you later, but for now, come. Is this one of your friends?
Yes, he will be in my room.
Yes.
I smile.
Perhaps the two of you could assist me just helping folks out here.
Yeah, I will. I start going for some bandages, and I start to, like, look over pending wounds.
Yeah, there's probably some injured people here and there that... not a lot of major injuries, fortunately, but, you know, some minor things that need to be helped there.
And I have a pretty major injury, actually. I have, like, a bolt wound where I got shot.
Do you need help with that?
No, I've already wrapped it up. It'll heal in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can do... I don't think I could tend my own wound.
You really can't. Amen just finds a place to settle down. He looks very out of place, you know.
I send him to my room so people look at him and get the wrong idea.
He's definitely like a fish out of water, you know.
Yeah.
He's minor noble house on like the edge of the like nice parts of the city. He knows nothing about what's going on, you know. Came for business. Chaos broke out. 250 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Tavel will be like, sending 2 men to your room tonight? Wow.
I want no words from you. If you're not going to help, I would recommend stop distracting me.
Fine, I'll help.
Alright. So 2 of you will help out. We switch over to Avona, who will arrive back at your mother's tavern. The door is open, like it's normally open, as it would be. But there seems to be no business there except for one man who seems to be at the bar nursing a drink. And your mother is actually just kind of hanging around towards the back of the room. It looks as though she's like prepared for the worst, but also ready. Like she's like, you know, basically helping the man that's drinking. But she's got like probably like a pot on her head, and she's got like a broom. So as soon as you enter, she holds it up, you know, like ready to work, and she kind of like nudges towards the man. It's like, come on, do something. Isn't this your job? And he's like, not today. God damn it. Oh, you're home. Oh, I was so worried.
Go and give her a hug.
I'm so glad you're safe. This is Mr. I don't catch his name. I guess he's been scaring people away. I don't know. Hey! He looks like he's dressed as a soldier of the city. Do you have local?
I do have local.
You can give me a roll on local then.
18.
Okay. You actually recognize the man who is sitting here drinking his life away. I have a picture of him that you can see. And he is actually fairly well known in this area. He is the...
He looks so filthy.
He's so sad, bro. Jeez.
He just wants to cry.
He's a watch sergeant for this area of the city.
Dude, looks like he's about to sob and he's just gonna start crying.
He is drinking his life away. It's like, I don't know what to do about the guy, but at least he scares some of the more violent folks away, or people that might try to loot. She kind of like nudges him again. He's like, "Oh, yes, I will defend you, my lady." As he pulls out his longsword for a second, and then it kind of clanks to the, bar as he then just takes another swig.
I see.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Is everything here okay?
Again, we've been all right. Look, I didn't realize our local inebriated friend here was a guard until he came dressed in this uniform. He's been coming here for a couple of weeks now and drinking himself away, but it seems like with all the chaos, at least it's something that's a sign of I don't know what.
I don't know. It's really bad out there.
Long live the king! King is dead. Swig.
Damn. I'll remain here until someone comes and gets me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows where your shop is.
It is likely that Cell's character would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would know. So no huge concern there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything we can do for him? I mean, I've got to be honest. Shouldn't you be out there? He doesn't listen to me.
Kind of look at him.
I'm
assuming he looks incredibly drunk.
He's very drunk. Yes. He's suffering from weakness. Drunk.
Oh, he's got a deep.
He's
he's got a debuff. Oh shit.
He's bad then. He's that's not great.
I don't know if he can do much to help in this state.
He's got a really nice sword that he's got on the table. It's not only well maintained, but seems to be very well made too.
Could try to.
He is technically well known though, and well liked. He's done a good job. Probably him being drunk for the past couple of weeks in your mom's bar is kind of unusual from what you've heard from local rumors about it.
He's a functional alcoholic.
Why are you... sorry for asking. Why are you here? I assumed you would be out more doing patrols and things. From what I've heard about you.
Natefi! Is that you? Oh, Natefi! I'm sorry! Why? Why did you leave?
Oh no, his wife left. I don't know if I can help with this one.
It's not my fault! I'm sorry! I loved you too. I know we both did. But I understand. It wasn't for our place for you to choose one of us. I know.
God, I want to try something, but like, I have to read how this works. Yeah, I mean, he's super drunk. He probably won't remember this happened. I'm gonna use my once per day charm person on him. Can you please make me a will save?
Okay. I'm gonna click this button here, and I don't think I've got some penalties in here. Let's see what I roll. What is your DC?
12.
It is lower than a 12. He is charmed.
Alright, I'm gonna take his drink away from him and sort of pat him on the back. Don't you think you should be out there making sure, I'll repeat the name of the person is safe and not being hurt in this chaos?
I could help out. Yes! Let us go! Neferi! My old love. I have been rejected by love here as I was rejected back in Sandpoint. But does it mean I can't have victory?
No. Yeah, +1 longsword on the ground somewhere in this city, guys.
+1 mithril longsword.
Oh fuck!
Whoa,
it is a fancy ass sword. Damn,
dude, that's like
it's like a symbol of authority.
Also,
a fucking waste of mithril.
It really is kind of a waste of mithril. Anyway, your mother's gonna be like, "Do you know where he's supposed to go?"
Do I know where he's supposed to go?
Yes. Citadel Volchelnik is where he would originate out of.
I would tell him he should go there. He should make his way there as quickly as possible.
Look, maybe you should just help him there.
Alright.
Is there...
I'll help you there.
Should I stay here? Or is there another place I should go or something? I could stay here, bar myself upstairs if that's safe. I don't know.
I think I know of that temple that's supposedly safe.
Yeah, you know of my temple. We know each other. So.
I would say head to insert god name.
You could probably drop her off at like the end.
Yeah,
a dolly.
While you escort him there.
I'm gonna take this guy to where he's supposed to go. Have her follow me there.
Yes. So you'll drop your mom off, who will join in with the crowds that are huddling in there, and then you will drop the man off where the other guards will like take him, and he'll be yelling some stuff as they take him away drunk, and like one of the guards will be like, "Thank you. Look, I can't help you right now. Just know that there's so much going on. We're doing our best in this thing, so I apologize. We'll try to get him sobered up."
Kind of nod. I know you're doing your best, and I'll bow and take my leave, and I will head to the temple.
Yeah. No, Citadel Volchelnik is very far away from where we are.
There might be that's the one I have in name. It might be one of the other citadels in the nearby area or something. We'll say, I don't know.
There are probably other guard places I could dump him at.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's outposts probably everywhere, but
but that was the name I had to deliver him to. Possibly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyways,
because that's right next to High Bridge.
So, you will then join with the others at the temple, of which soon afterwards, Ada, you will come flying in to the temple that you were told about. There's a bunch of huddled people, in the area, and you could probably see, very least, Lucia's kind of just working in the area, helping people out and stuff.
Oh, good, I found this place quickly. I was worried for a bit. Lucia,
1 second. I'm like I'm like sewing someone's wound shut.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
it's
respectfully pause
tenuous
for a second.
As this like young woman's like, thank you for helping my father.
Yeah, my gecko's helping me with this, I guess.
Which is weird, but that's
It
how
like licks.
works.
It like sits there. It's licking its eye while
It's like guiding me. My gecko's it's wiser than me.
I just imagine like there's a gecko there, like this, like sitting like nearby, like on the person.
He's
like,
emotional support.
Yeah, it's just sitting there, and it's just like it just like licks its eye and just sits there, just like staring at that gecko away. I know, but it's still a gecko. They still lick their eyes.
It's a familiar, okay? It's not a normal gecko. But yeah,
It's still a gecko.
Yeah, it's still a gecko. It stores my spells.
Uh-huh.
It's a magic gecko. Anyway, yeah. So I finished sewing this person's like probably laceration from like falling on rocks or some shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Broken glass.
Normal stuff. Yeah, normal stuff when you're running in panics. And I look back to you. Ada, yes?
Zarella needs the deck. She says it's urgent and that we are all in danger and that we need to get back to the shop immediately.
Tavel? I call it like the back, like you're on the other side of the church.
I'm like carrying things for people, and I kind of like look over. Yes.
We gotta run. That the cards we didn't bring them back. Forgot about that. A little busy.
I'll drop whatever I was holding next to like a person next to me. Like, here, take this. I don't tell them where to take it. I just say, here, take this, and I jog over.
Amona, you can see this is going on. That the three of them are meeting up.
We'll walk over there.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you're here too. Yes, yes. Let's head back. Quickly.
Let's move.
What was it?
Oh, yes. Zarella needs the cards back. She says that. She says we are all in danger.
Oh, look at Lucia. You didn't give them the cards?
I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when the city was burning?
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. I
Things
forgot
are
a lot of
kind of
things
on
too.
fire.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm assuming all four of you will heading back towards Zlar's place. While you were traveling, though, it will start to rain.
Oh shit! Dramatic. So dramatic.
But give me perception. Well, actually, no. Very quickly after like some drops start hitting you, the rain kind of feels weird.
Oh no!
Weird how?
Is it sulfury?
It's blood.
Oh.
What the fuck?
That's
That's fine.
not cool.
As like a explosion rocks the sky, to see above you hordes of imps and house drakes murdering each other.
That makes sense. Okay.
As the riots have sparked yet another battle between them also. Because that's a thing that normally happens occasionally in the city. But the riots just riled everyone up early.
Not that again.
So it's now raining like imp and drake blood and corpses occasionally as like they're just battling it out.
I thought we'd have a few more weeks.
Shit.
Let's hurry up. I don't want to be caught in this weather again.
Little blood never hurt anyone.
the gore of things battling it out in the sky raining down. I like how it's described now as weather.
You know, it's...
Let's just get
Today's
moving.
forecast.
A little blood never hurt anyone.
Blood and
Today's
guts.
forecast includes rains of gore and viscera.
Well, it's not great for open wounds.
No, it's really bad. Actually.
This is my now basically looking at my basically scabbed up arm now.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we should definitely leave.
Okay. you will be able to make it back to Zalara's home, which, as I just...
Do the appropriate knock.
Khandes will let you all in, and as I described it before, this place looks like it was abandoned. It looks nothing like you saw earlier in the afternoon in this place. And it has technically been less than a day. You're somewhere in like the middle of the night at this point in time. With like just the chaos going around of the city at this point.
Also ignore the shouting. Knife stabbers in the closet.
You probably let him out.
Why is he in the closet? Then you're breathing in your mic.
Oh, Lynn.
That's the sound of the rainstorm outside?
Apparently.
The bloodstorm?
Why did you lock him in a closet?
Because he wouldn't shut up.
Why do you still have him?
We were going to take him to the police in the
I
morning.
think there's bigger problems.
Well,
No, he needs justice.
We figured
He's a terrible man.
I can go dispense justice in about 5 seconds.
we figured Lucia,
That's not justice, that's vengeance.
We figured Lucia should have a say in what we do with him.
I wish him to rot in prison.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna happen, considering gestures outside.
We will find out.
As you like
in the
gesture,
morning.
you just see thwack! It's like an imp hits the ground with a splat.
Let's close the door. We don't want that leaking in here.
City's on fire. I think law and order's kind of gone.
We will see what the morning holds.
The cards,
for now, I pull out the cards.
As you pull out the cards, they will kind of fly from your hands and almost kind of like float in the air as like a spread of them will kind of create a circle of cards, kind of, and Zalera, as this kind of almost spectral figure that looks like she did when you met her, will kind of appear. I must apologize to all of you. I, in a way, drug you into this mess. For your own sakes of your pain and suffering, I brought you in here. I died. That man murdered me.
What would you like us to do with your head?
Proper rights for a Varisian would be nice.
I'll handle that.
I will assist.
I thank you for that, at very least. There's more to all this. When he killed me, took my head, fed my body to his bed, and threw my cards in the box, something in me awakened. Perhaps it made me some form of spectre at first. But the power deep within my cards changed that. The anger, resentment that a normal spirit might feel does not exist within me the same way. These cards are me now.
Oh. You are the cards? Your spirit has infused them?
Yes.
What do you wish us to do with them?
You may keep them. You will need them.
I guess you can fulfill your promise of teaching me.
Though all cannot be seen, I can reveal some of which I saw or had. Darkness lies ahead. Great darkness, which unfortunately my actions have drawn me into being part of. I know not if your part will be a small one or a large one, what form it will take, but I know this chaos, the blood, destruction, the fires, everything that's going on, you will all be involved with what will come in the future in some way, be it small or large. And those days will still be filled with darkness of some kind. I cannot say when a light will come forward from this. I can only give you advice if I can. And a little bit more of what future may come. The powers of yourself and the deck are at your disposal should you need advice. Should you need a prediction, to see what I can see.
We will seek your guidance when we need it. I thank you for your help.
Said we are in danger. Is there a reason for that?
Things may happen that will threaten you, but I know there is a destiny ahead of you if you choose it, and perhaps giving you a proper warning and a choice would be the most thing I can give you now. The city has turmoil now that may threaten you, your safety, your lives. Together, you might be able to overcome that. Maybe. But whatever path may be not safest might lead you down the path that I can see the farthest. Glimpses. It involves what you found in your chest.
The brooch. Is that what relates us to all of this?
Perhaps. Being in the eyes of royalty is much different than being a small person on the ground. And that is perhaps where you can take a step away. But as I said, all paths that I've seen so far lead to danger. And the path I can see the farthest, glimpses, seems to be the one around that brooch.
Oh, we were talking about returning it.
The question is, what is the path that leads us to our fate? Nothing so solid, of course. But how does this brooch cause us to be seen?
I cannot answer that. There's only one person that can answer that. And it's the owner of it.
Competent adventurers come in to help serve the queen in a time of need? That seems disgusting.
It does sound like something a royal would do to a group that would recover a very expensive item.
It does, but that requires helping the queen.
I have no love lost for Korvosa, nor their royals, or even nobles. The guards did nothing to help me. But in chaos like this, it's not the guards or nobles that suffer. It's people like me and you. So I'd much rather have a queen controlling a city than nothing at all. But it is all your choices to make in the end.
To help the queen, to help the people, till the queen is no longer needed.
That is beyond my choices of information. what becomes of the future, I cannot say. Not 100%. So. Keep my deck safe. The part of me that I linked to this house is now wondering since you've returned it. I am strong, but I would keep my secret too. A spirit like myself, even one that is bound to an object, is not something that would be looked upon very positively, most likely. Though I am no ghost, I will be seen as one.
You shall be safe in our care.
Come, should you? She'll then, the cards will kind of return to your hand as she'll disappear from the manifestation. As you now have a haunted Harrow deck, which functions more like an intelligent magic item.
Whee!
Except it's got an impression of a person on it, rather than it made intelligence itself.
Is it still usable as a normal Harrow deck, or is it only usable? Great.
It is technically usable as a normal Harrow deck too. If you wanted to do Harrow.
Great.
Just a sentient Harrow deck.
I have Profession Fortune Teller. I put 2 ranks in it, so.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think I like her.
She's kind of helping us.
It might be a while before we can do something with Screw Stabber.
It seems our. Sorry.
I was about to say, maybe we should just deal with him now.
Deal with what? Oh. Him?
Yes. Much as I don't like pointless bloodshed,
I can put him out of his misery.
I don't know if cracking the back of his head open is putting him out of his misery.
I
He
don't
won't
think
feel
it's
pain after that.
my place to say, since I killed the person I wanted to.
I say just release him and hope he gets stabbed in the streets.
another option.
He has plenty of enemies, and I'm sure they will be looking.
Does not have the protection of his benefactor anymore.
But on more important notes, it seems our the fate we must walk, at least for now, lies in the hands of the Queen.
Maybe having someone in the streets who owes us might come in handy in the future.
He'll never pay you back any favors.
True. Who knows? It is wishful thinking, but it's at least a justification.
Release him then.
Very well.
You'll remove the chair, open the closet. He'll just kind of thwump forward, like he'll have his ear on the door, and be like, "Oh, hello there! Right, some guy?
Have fun in the streets. Mind your head. There's imps falling to their deaths.
Oh, lovely.
And dragons.
Lovely. Look.
Leave.
He's actually, he looks like he was about to say something, and he just is like, nope, and he just leaves.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. I can let you know that Zalera's Harrow deck does have some special abilities.
Oh shit.
Once per day, she can generate a major image to basically summon herself as a spiritual form to manipulate the cards and converse with people. She can talk in Common and Varisian. Also, the deck can cast, if you hold one of the cards of the deck to your forehead, as a move action, the spirit can cast Identify and let you know what it identifies up to 3 times per day. So basically, hold up a card and identify something.
That's actually pretty sick.
That's actually nice.
That's actually really useful, yeah.
And also, just to note, as an intelligent magic item, her purpose is to protect and defend the city of Korvosa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Per day.
I have to figure out the Harrow Point system because she gives you that, and we'll look into that, because apparently she can grant you, like, points that you can use to manipulate fate.
Yeah, Harrow Points are a weird thing.
We'll look into it, and maybe we'll use it or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, her readings can be used for certain things, and she at least can cast Identify. So, yeah. And I have her stats. She's a chaotic good intelligent magic item.
Hey, samesies. Not the magic item part.
And even when she doesn't...
now a magic item.
And the thing is, even when she doesn't manifest, she can communicate with you with empathy.
Okay.
So she's empathic at very least. So, like, you know, if she hasn't manifested or you don't want to try to call upon her, you can still get, like, a feeling from the deck of cards. If you would communicate with it.
Oh no, she's augury at all times.
Spooky.
He's fucking in my brain cells, bro.
I mean,
He's listening to us.
You are the one with the magic item that is a dead person.
I just wanted a Harrow deck. I was like, oh, that's cool. I want those are expensive. That saves me some money.
Steal it from her. You were never gonna give it back.
I didn't even remember we had to come back with a deck, I'll be honest.
I actually did, but also, like, things happened and I wasn't gonna bring it up.
It was a week between games, okay?
Also, apparently, like, if you she can suppress the deck's powers at will. So if anyone tries to, like, sell the deck or displeases her, she can just turn the powers off.
Nice.
You guys, I'm going home.
I'm just gonna be a Harrow deck. Thank you very much.
Well, if we're gonna chill the night because we want to cross the streets of Reigning Imp and Dragon Blood.
Yeah.
I will spend the. If we're gonna chill here for a bit, I'll start deciphering the book.
I'll help.
I will let you. Someone make a linguistics check then, and you can make an assist.
Yeah, assist. Yeah, I have a rank in it, so I can get above 10. I assume I'm the only one with a rank in it.
I didn't put a rank.
I actually have a rank in linguistics.
Oh,
great! I have a +5, so DC 10 to assist, right?
Yeah, the two of you can help if you want to. We can send the two of you.
Okay, yeah,
that's a help.
I can help.
Right, +2, +4.
Hey, huge.
Okay, modifier is in there. My linguistics.
Hey.
All right. So yeah, it's actually pretty simple code. It's a relatively simple code once you start learning it, but it does take a little bit of work to decipher everything. So honestly speaking, this ledger is worth more. You understand that this ledger, and especially if you tell like the other people about it and explain it, like Tavel can definitely explain to us, someone that was training to be part of the guard and stuff. This is probably worth more than just killing Gadrin or capturing him to the guards. Because this is information that could probably close dozens of minor and major cases that have been unsolved.
There's a lot of evidence in here.
Yeah.
Is there anything about where the Scaly brother went?
There is some information on your brother. But it isn't fully in there. He was apparently, Gadrin basically sold him to a noble in the city.
Thought that's where that was going. Okay.
He doesn't mention which one.
Okay. Knew that's where that ended. Okay.
But it is in his ledger that he did such a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, certainly the guards, and especially if you would provide them with a way to decipher this very quickly, would love this information. You know?
Yeah. I assume I've written down the cipher.
Yeah, so there's definitely something that you might even... Perhaps you could even get a reward for! Haha!
Nice.
Ooh, reward.
I mean, I guess when chaos stops a little bit, you know, might be a good idea.
Order is restored.
I mean, that might take a while, but a little bit more order.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we gonna do? I mean, like, my thought was just wait for it to die down, because there's not much we can...
Well, the question is... Well, we should... So, I guess this is an in-character conversation, right? So I'll bring up...
Yeah, we can.
I believe in the morning we should go and, deliver ourselves to the queen. Try to get a conversation.
Perhaps we should wait until the riots die down.
That was my thought as well.
Yeah,
The best bet to be useful is when things are at its most chaotic and destructive.
but also the castle's probably going to be locked tighter than a steel drum, and they're probably not going to let anyone in.
Not even with a piece of missing jewelry.
Perhaps,
point-
but people
point,
are
it makes-
convincible with mundane means.
Also, there might be less rioting and more controlled closer to the castle, honestly.
Yeah, the castle's gonna be pretty safe, right? It's where rich people are.
Yes. And
gonna
probably,
be-
most likely, those that would be loyal to the queen are with the queen, you know?
Yeah.
Our best bet to have the queen notice us is now, when the iron is hot.
I really don't want to get involved with her. But if that's what we gotta do, it's what we gotta do.
That is if you want to walk the fate that was a potential reality.
I suspect it would be. The
I don't know what
easiest
that means.
If she is as bad as I'm catching on in the moment, perhaps getting close to her is the best way to make sure she can't harm anyone else.
Okay. The queen is not, like, bad,
No,
bad.
she's
It's more...
she's just a
She's normal. Just people hate her.
She's an inexperienced
Oh.
leader.
She's just a
Got
gold digger. She's
Yeah.
basically an
Yeah.
inexperienced gold digger that, like, is now in charge of the entire city. You know? It's less
people
that
just
she's...
hate the hate, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like the entire Maria Antoinette let them
I just
eat
dislike
cake.
the building.
Remember, like, you know, that
Mhm.
kind of idea in French, like, that people just hated Marie Antoinette for a lot of that stuff? That's that. She's basically... Marie Antoinette just took over the kingdom.
Hey,
You know.
history
Yeah.
nerd.
I mean,
I'll give you
I'm
this.
not sure my character would know any better anyway. I'm literally like an outsider.
Here, history nerds. I'll give you one for free. He's King Carl of Romania. She's
Oh.
He's King Carl of Romania.
I think she's better than King Carl.
No,
King
the way she
Carl
was
is
the
actively
way
bad.
the way she was described is very similar to how King Carl acted
Maybe,
with
yeah.
partying.
Does he party a lot?
He did
Yeah.
party a lot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
King
That's
Carl
why
the
people
second,
don't like her.
the second specifically, and then she also like parties and spends a shitload of money.
Yeah,
Yeah. She
All that
was a
budget
woman
could have
about a
went
third
to
of
the
his age.
military.
Yeah, she was a woman a third of his age. And yeah, and was originally
if
from...
we are
Go ahead.
if we are wishing to influence the future of Korvosa,
Mhm.
then it is best to get into her good graces now while we have the chance.
Very
I
well.
wouldn't mind helping her be better.
I
I
will
would
leave
very-
this in your guys' hands. I know nothing of the queen.
I will spout a bunch of information about the queen, as I have plus 11 to knowledge ability.
And
Yeah.
I
presume.
don't really
And I
Uh,
was
about the queen.
And I was gonna be like, I'd love to go in the morning as I hold up my like arm that still has crocodile bite marks in it.
Yeah, I presume we're gonna sleep in here to sit out the
Yeah.
rain and blood and viscera.
The worst.
Also, it's the middle of the night now.
It is like deep in the night, probably after midnight.
I'll need to head back to the temple in the morning at least.
Of course, I must make sure my my father is okay.
So yeah, just as a quick note, for the queen, she is a third of the age of the king. She was basically considered a trophy wife because the king hadn't actually married for much of his life. He wed very late into it.
Wow.
Yeah. There was some worry with the nobles because she was within reach of the Crimson Throne and hadn't had any heirs as of yet. But she was mostly interested in what luxury and, you know, there was a competent seneschal in charge of things. So most nobles basically passed him off. But again, that breaks down a little bit once you have, you know, no actual king in charge. And when the trophy wife who just wants to, like, live luxury is in charge, there's a lot of negative feelings in the city because of that. And, honestly,
how long has the king been dead?
Like a day.
Less than that, a couple hours, right?
He might have died, early in the day, and things started breaking down that you didn't know about. Because basically what broke down is, he died. Probably a lot of the, important officials learning about this, maybe didn't start trusting the system. There was a lot of distrust. There was a breakdown in the entire system. Probably arguments amongst the guards and stuff, if they should serve the queen and stuff, which started a breakdown of supplies going into a city. And honestly speaking, it was a city that was already pretty tight-pursed, and, didn't have... all of a sudden, when no food came into the city, by the end of the day, people started getting, they were already kind of upset, but now it was really upset. It didn't take long for them to basically riot. They're like, hey, where's all the food?
True.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
Yeah. And you can probably find some of that out by just, talking to people and stuff. And when you talk to people in the church,
all right. Yeah, I got you then. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think we definitely just go in the morning then.
Yeah.
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 So. Yeah. Other things that had happened that you can probably learn about: the Bank of Abadar closed its gates, and basically faithfuls of that just prepared basically to repel looters. Both academies shut themselves down, and the professors and students basically boxed themselves in. And basically chaos just emerged throughout the city. And honestly speaking, their military wasn't prepared for the number of riots and chaos. And so that kind of broke down a lot. And that's basically what happened. So probably the guards doing their best in small areas, but they don't know how to handle angry mobs. And probably some people also broke down the pressure. And you found it! Oh, look, someone found a guy who got drunk because he basically was probably... Well, he brought down other pressure, but, probably this didn't help. Anyway, it's a very nice city. I have stats for Korvosa Anarchy if you want to hang out and try to do stuff in the city. But we'll end here.
We can actually attempt to make it better.
Basically, city stats basically tell me, if you're going to investigate stuff, buy things, all that kind of stuff, what's going on. Also, possibilities of encountering, I don't know, more angry mobs and stuff. There is, a bunch of statistics for the city. I just so happen to get to use the Korvosa Anarchy stats, because apparently, I have a bunch of different versions of the city's things,
You have city-states.
Yeah, you want it to be changed to the unrest state, or normal. Unrest is just basically they're mostly angry. They're not just murdering each other in the streets anymore.
Got it. So rioting, unrest, normal. Is there anything higher than that?
There's some other possibilities that could occur. I will tell you. I do have some other things that could occur.
Complete
right now,
collapse of the state apparatus.
I think things you could also declare martial law and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's really funny. In normal Korvosa, 9th level spellcasting can be accessed. In Korvosa Anarchy, you can get maybe 6th level if you're lucky.
Nice.
Not that we could afford that.
But we'll leave it here.
Yes.
It has gotten that time. Hey, thank. I know, no, but we were trying to finish the conversation, so I didn't want to interrupt necessarily. Thank you everybody for joining us today. I'll have people give shout-outs, and then we'll Yosef, do you have any kind of shout-outs? Of course. Makes sense. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Sal.
Yeah. That's all.
Okay.
I'm a villager for Minecraft.
I actually knew that. Lynn.
I shout out Momo.
Okay.
Why though?
Because you can. Momo.
I
Good
shout
shout-out.
out Tantus, there you go. Go watch this man more. He does stuff on YouTube.
I do stuff on YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. I'm Worm!
I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm or @DiamondWorm on Twitter. I'm just gonna call it that.
I can say Twitter.
Everyone, it's still Twitter.
It's still Twitter.
And maybe YouTube soon. I'm looking into uploading there again after years.
Cool. Hi, that's Dracovin. I run this here. Join us every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Right around then for more shows. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I hope you'll all enjoy. I do tabletop stuff most of the days of the week. It's uploaded on YouTube. You can join me for my schedule. Just, if you want to see tabletop things, it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Other stuff on other days, etc., etc. Check out the YouTube side of things. I've got Discord and Twitter also, so check those out. Anyway, I think that's enough for shoutouts. I'm gonna say bye, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye.
And see you all next week. Bye.